All right, guys, welcome to the Unfiltered Podcast for the nighttime edition, man. We have 4 lovely ladies with us tonight. It's going to be an amazing show. Let's get it.
I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal, most vicious, and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynch to the conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever.
This beautiful Tuesday, baby. So now we're joined with 4 lovely and beautiful guests. Let's get some fucking W's in the chat for that. But before we get into the show, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you get notified every time we go fucking live. Join the Discord, guys. You get all the behind the scenes footage of, the porn stars, fighting, crying like little bitches, getting kicked out, all that bullshit. You can also drop us topic suggestions and videos to react to. And if you didn't know, 50K subscribers by June 10th. We'll be choosing 10 of y'all from the Discord to come on a cruise with us. It's going to be me, Anwar, Josh Pell, and Eric. And it's the Virgin Cruise, so no kids allowed. Going to get y'all laid, fucked up. You know how that shit goes.
All right, man. Shout out to the fucking chat. Already 37 of you guys in here, man. We got some lovely ladies with us today. 4 brand new faces that never been here before. It almost seems weird, man, like after yesterday. It feels like from yesterday night to today, it feels like it's been a week because it's been so much shit. I woke up this morning, we were going fucking viral on last night's show.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Yeah, I didn't even know, to be fair, that porn star had so many followers. But shout out to her for giving us the free publicity. And we appreciate that so much, man. Shout out to our sponsor real quick. Anwar, let's go ahead and give him a shout out real quick.
Yeah, shout out to our sponsor, Vacay. They make CBD, CHG, and THC products. We got gummies and vapes right here on the table. All the THC is Delta 8, so it's legal in all 50 states. If you have any questions, just hit us up, and we'll be happy to send you some samples as well. And shout out to Ask Dr. Kish.
Yes,
He's
sir.
a certified family medical physician. He's here to answer all your questions. He's not here to prescribe you no bullshit. He's going to try to get you healed as fast as possible. He's offering 50% off discount for all unfiltered viewers, so hit up his links in the description.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the fucking sponsors, man. Right. Also, one more thing, man. 50K subscribers by June 6th, man. We're actually growing really fast. Shout out to my boy Don for having the Clips channel booming. One more thing, bro. By June 10th, if we get to 50K, man, I will go to my fucking bank, get $15,000 out, and throw you guys a fucking lit ass party, man. That's my money. Go ahead and name another podcast in the fucking chat that's doing that dumb ass shit, bro. Because I don't know any podcast that's doing it, even the ones with millions of fucking subscribers.
They make you pay for that shit.
Yeah, they make you pay, bro. We ain't doing that shit. Exactly. So shout out to you guys, man. We love y'all.
2 opportunities to get lit with us.
One more thing, bro. If you guys order merch, we're already sold out. We sold out all the merch. Shout out to you guys one more time. I'm placing another order for merch. And shout out to Jules. Jules is working on a website where you guys can go straight to the website and just order from there. So you don't have to DM me anymore. Holy shit, bro. We haven't even got through the intro yet. It's already 50 of you guys in here. Shout out to you guys.
We already got super chats coming in.
Yeah, cool. So we're going to start out with the nighttime show. We're going to go ahead and let the ladies introduce themselves. We'll start off with you, work our way around this way.
Can I get your name, age, and what you do for a living?
Yes, my name is Jay. I'm 22 and I'm a bartender.
Shout out to you, Jay. That's your real name, Jay?
Janeka.
Okay,
that's
cool.
Tough. Why don't you go by Janeka?
Because it's too hard for people, so I just go by Jay.
Okay.
Only the people close to me can see my full name.
Gotcha.
Okay.
All right. What about you?
My name's Kim. I'm 18 and I resell vintage clothing.
Like where, on Mercari or something like that?
No, on Depop and events.
Gotcha. Okay. Does that make good money?
It does.
Wow. Damn, that's crazy. All right. What about you? What's your name?
My name is Ginger Rose. Yes, that's my real name. I'm 28 years old.
You're 28?
I'm 28.
She don't look it.
Nah.
Thank you.
And what do you do for a living?
I'm a professional dancer, content creator, and a bartender.
Ooh. All right.
What does that mean?
It just means professional dancer. Like, you know what usually people Assume.
No, not that kind of dancing.
No.
What kind of
I've been
dancer are
dancing
you?
since I was 4. So
Okay.
Okay. You
Professional
gotta clarify
dan-
that. You gotta clarify
Yeah,
that.
you
'cause
gotta
girls come
understand.
on.
We just kicked out 4 porn
Professional.
stars off the show. Like when people think professional dancer, like they're thinking strippers. Okay, cool. What about you?
Hi, my name is Ace. I'm
Do me a favor, real
25.
quick, too. Put your bangs behind your headset,
Oh, same with you,
On the other-
Kim.
yeah, on the other side.
just so
Okay.
the fans can see you. It's 56 people in here. They want to see your pretty face. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So what's your name?
So I go by Ace. I'm 25. I'm a dental assistant
Okay.
student right now.
Cool.
I'm about to get my certification soon.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to you, ladies, man. Real quick before we get started, man. I'm gonna ask you guys a quick question, but do we have any super chats, real quick?
Yeah, we got a few.
All right, go ahead.
Dr. Kish, she said, shout out from sunny Florida, ladies.
Hey,
Shout out to you, Kish. You
Shout out to
finally
Kish.
got here, boy.
Shout out to my boy Kish, man.
He said, ladies, do your IGs make you appear wifey material?
Good question, actually. Let's start off with that. Do you think, based off your IG alone, just based off your IG, how it looks, do you think that most men would find you girlfriend or wifey material? Yes or no?
I would say no.
What about you?
yes.
Yes. What about you?
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah.
Cool. Real quick, let's get to their IGs real quick, bro.
Oh, you
Before we
wanna do it
take any super chats, man.
Kish going into it.
yeah,
Kish trying to have fun already.
We're gonna see real quick. And you said yes. You said yes, and you said yes, and you said
I don't think mine is that bad. But
okay,
Okay.
but you said no, right?
But
But I said
understand this
no
is from like a
because
male's
if it's in
perspective.
general, there's gonna be some guys that might not wife me. So
Huh. Okay.
Okay.
that's what I'm
Let's
saying
start
no.
off with hers first. Is that hers?
Yep. Ace
Shout out to the
Yeah.
profile pic. That's a dope ass profile
Oh,
pic.
thank you.
Not
them pulling
Um,
up the IG.
All right, go ahead and scroll down. Wait, that's you? That's
Yeah,
you?
with straight hair, yeah.
Damn, I didn't. It doesn't look like you because of the hair color.
Oh yeah, I dyed my hair.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah, it looks different. Okay.
I want her like that.
All right, chat. Let me know what you guys think, man. Based off that, I've seen worse, but then again, you only have 4.
Yeah.
It's in the
You know what? Go
highlights.
to go to
Put
the highlights real quick.
Put that-
Which one's your party highlight?
I think it would be like the lashes
The
and
lashes?
the little moon, or is that one? I don't know.
Okay.
Oh,
It's not that bad.
that's the club.
We live in Miami, so
Yeah.
you know we do brunch.
All right, cool. Let's go
sometimes.
to
As
Ginger's
usual.
page now.
Body.
All right, so you said no. I see why you said no. Let's go to Ginger since Ginger said yes.
Yeah, I don't
Let's
believe
see
that
what
'cause you said
Ginger's talking
you're
about.
a dancer.
Oh god damn, bro. Chat, let me know what you guys think. Is it a yes or a no for her? I'm not gonna lie,
Oh,
Ginger.
as this goes out. Nope.
Yeah.
No.
She look good though.
Facts.
She look good though?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Here's the thing, ladies. You guys always give each other the worst advice, so I don't know if I would take her advice on that. Because she's not looking to date you. She looks good according to just like her idea of what Instagram should look like. But what about you? Let's go to Kim's Instagram. Kim says she was. We'll find out real quick. Oh, that's why.
It's just like one. It's one. It's
Why are you scrolling down so fast, bro? The chat wants to see.
fuck the chat. I'm trying to see.
Nah, bro. I fuck
we
with the
love you,
chat.
chat.
What you talking about? Basil's tripping. All right, cool. I see what you're doing. Chat, let me know what you guys think. Yes or no for her, and then we'll go to Jay's page. She's last.
Do any of
and then
y'all
we'll get
use
back
your
to the super
Instagrams
chats.
for like business purposes?
No.
Yeah.
Not my main, no.
Oh, you said yes, Jay?
No, I don't.
I said yes.
You said yes. Did
oh,
you not?
Like yes for what? Oh,
For like,
Let's scroll up.
yeah,
my way.
yeah.
yeah. Okay, you sure about that? Okay, cool. Let's get back to the chat, man. Let's get back to the chat. All right, cool. So shout out to Kish, man. That was actually a really, really good question to start off with. Let's get to the rest of the super chats, and then we'll get to our first question.
We both said, Kim, stop screaming in the mic, please.
Okay. Yeah. He's being sarcastic.
Yeah.
You're very feminine, which we typically like those ladies here. Any other ones?
He said, Captain said, do you think ladies, please don't make my boys have to pull out the pacifiers?
Okay. Shout out to you, Captain. Yeah, he's talking
This
about
is
girls that come on here crying. Okay, that's an insider between us.
Okay.
Any other ones?
No question.
No other super chats.
No,
Okay,
no.
cool. So real quick, ladies, my first question to you is okay. All right.
He laughed.
Let-
This must be a banger question. This must be a banger.
because this is what got us in trouble last night.
Shit. I already know it is.
This is what got us in trouble last night, and I just want to have a real fun experiment, like a little activity between us. Okay. Would you say that you're an honest person? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Would you say you're an honest person? Yes or no? Would you say you're an honest person?
I am.
You are. Would you say
Yeah.
you're an honest person? Okay, cool. So what we're gonna do real quick, it's gonna be real fun. Okay, it's gonna be real short and concise. There's no reasoning, there's no explaining. We're all just gonna rate each other, okay? Based off beauty alone, okay? No friendships, no, no
personality,
no anything else.
all
Just
that.
based off beauty. I want you to start first. So you're gonna rate her and then come on down.
A 10 out of 10.
So remember, so from 1 to 10, 10 is the best, 10 is like superstar model, and 5 is average. So anything between 5 and 10 is really good. If you're a 10, you're basically perfect. So she's a 10 to you, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Amazing.
What is she?
Also a 10.
Okay.
Okay.
And what is she?
10.
A 10. Okay, cool. Now you're gonna rate her and then move on down. What is she?
A 7.
Okay.
Thank God.
An 8.
Thank God.
After I give
Well,
her-
guys, hold on. I can't hear her. She's a
Right.
7, she's an 8,
And a 7.
and a 7. Okay, cool. Now you rate her, and then her. What is she?
10.
10. Chat, let me know if you guys agree. What is she?
I'll give you a 9,
She's a 9.
and I'll give you an 8.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
And an 8. And now you're gonna rate them on down. Go ahead.
I'll give
Speaking
you a
to the mic.
7, an 8, and
Okay.
a 9.
Okay, cool.
You know why I fuck with y'all? Y'all in the echo chamber. We haven't started that yet.
You're giving each other different numbers, but you guys are giving each other really high numbers.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a fact.
So let me ask you, ladies, a question. Okay. Do you guys like, what's her name? Zendaya. You guys all know who she is?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is she from 1 to 10 to you?
She's a 10.
I think she's like a 5.
You think she's a 5?
Ooh.
She's a 10 to me.
I think she's like a 7.
She's like a 7. Okay. You think she's a 5, but you think she's a 9.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you elaborate on that?
She has really pretty facial features compared to Zendaya.
Speaking to the mic, please.
You have really pretty facial features compared to Zendaya, which has like really, I would say like her jawline just comes out more and it's more masculine facial features compared to her.
Okay. Gotcha. Chat, let me know if you guys agree with that. Okay. Now, this is where we're going to have fun. Okay. Now, you guys are going to rate us. Okay. You're going to rate the guys on the panel. You're going to rate Basil, myself, and our producer, Anwar. Okay. Real quick, Anwar, let them get a look at you, bro, because it's always,
Yeah,
you know,
take the
shout out to the team in the back, by the way. Boom, 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 boom. All right, cool. Anwar, do me a favor. Stand up, bro, so they can see you because they can't see you. Look at the TV real quick, ladies. Or look at him real quick. That's Anwar right there. He's hiding. Okay, but that's him right there. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off with you. You're gonna rate us from 1 to 10. Go ahead, give him an honest rating. Okay.
Yeah.
Be
For
unfiltered.
twos, if I'm a 2, tell me I'm a
Yes.
2, and like, yeah.
Remember, you
We're
guys
not-
all said you're honest.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we don't care.
And we
we're
don't
not
care.
gonna
I
take
promise you're not
offense
gonna
to
hurt
it
our
or nothing
feelings.
like that.
So go ahead, give him a rating.
A 3.
Go ahead.
A 3 as well.
All right,
I would give him like a 4.
a 4. God damn.
Holy
You can't even see his fucking face.
I am very.
How you give him a
picky.
4?
I don't know.
All right, cool. That's all. We respect that. All right, cool.
There
Now
we
you
go.
go ahead and rate us.
I would give you like a solid 6, a 6,
I'll take that.
and a 7.
Okay. Now I want you to
Shout
do the
out
same
Anwar.
thing. Go ahead.
Can I see without the shades?
Yeah.
No.
Anwar, you said no?
He said no.
All right.
Yo.
All right. Anwar spoke for me.
It's about a knockout too.
There's a reason why, but go ahead.
Okay, with the shades,
Yeah, with
an
the
8.
Okay.
I give you.
Be
Can I
on-
give you
Yeah,
a
go ahead.
7?
All right, cool.
And Anwar,
Uh-huh.
I'll give you
A 9.
Speaking to
a
the mic.
7.
A 7. All right, cool. Now go ahead and do the same thing.
So I'll probably do like a 7,
Okay.
Okay, and onward a 7 as well.
Okay, cool. Now, ladies, thank you for being unfiltered. We appreciate that very much. Obviously, you guys understand that our currency as men and your currency as women is very different. Your currency is beauty and youth. This is why anytime you guys go out, you spend like 2-3 hours getting ready. Okay. When I go out, it takes me 5-10 minutes. After I shower, I'm good. You know what I mean? Our currency is status and wealth / money. right? So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna rate you guys, okay? And we're gonna keep it very unfiltered. All right. So what we want to do first is we're gonna start off with you, okay?
And then can you stand up and give
Yeah.
us a 360?
I want you to do me a
Stand
favor.
up.
Yeah, just stand up real quick, take your headset off, and we're gonna let the chat see you guys as well. Chat, let me know if you guys agree, man. And do me a favor, just give me like a little spin right there, just like a little slow spin. There you go.
Yeah. All got some
all
drip
right,
on, I ain't
cool.
gonna
And
lie.
go ahead and sit down. And once again, what was your age? 25?
25.
Okay, because that matters. All right, cool. Do me a favor, take your headset off real quick and just give us like a quick little spin. Doesn't
Yeah.
have to be too fast.
Y'all all look very young for your
Yeah, I'm
your
not gonna lie,
age.
because she's 28, right?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, cool. Chat, let me know what you guys think, man. 1 through 10.
Slight drip.
Okay, shout out to you. All right. And now we're gonna do you. Do me a favor. Yep. Give us a little spin. Don't go too way back because you're gonna be outside the camera. So yeah, come over here.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right, cool. And then now your turn. This is gonna be fun. All right, shout out to you. All right, quick little spin. Thank you guys so much. All right, cool. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna rate you guys. I want you to go ahead and start with her on down. Honest ratings only. Chat, let me know if you guys agree with us. Also, chat, if you guys want to ask the ladies any questions at all, you want to comment anything, go ahead and super chat. Also, if you guys want to do a call-in, $25 super chat call-in, we let you talk to the ladies and we can ask some questions as well. Go ahead and rate them from her on down.
4, 6, 6, 5.
Okay, cool. 3, 6, 5, 6.
Is it because I'm black? No.
No, it's not because you're black. It's not because you're black. That's really fucked up to say.
That's
really fucked up to say.
Yo,
All
this
right?
is the first
Don't
time I
do
haven't told him. Is it because she's black?
Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. All right, Omar, do me a favor, Omar. Go ahead.
5566.
5566. Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right, ladies, do you agree with our ratings?
That's your opinion.
It's our opinions.
She said no.
All right, chat. Let me know.
No.
Chat. Let me know if you guys agree with our opinions. I appreciate you guys. Actually, I was right about this panel. This is a fun panel. It's a very chill panel, smart panel. So most women, by the time we finish this activity, they're already in their fucking feelings.
Yeah.
They're like, "You gave me a
Crying,
3."
ball
I'm
their
not gonna
eyes
lie. That little comment, you know, it's like you trying to
She was smoking the mirror.
Yeah,
She's like,
she's trying to play the race card. You know what I mean? To be fair, I think black women are beautiful. I tell them every single day, go ahead and date a black woman. So he's single. You know, if you're single, we can maybe make some shit happen there. Because I think there's a lot of beautiful black queens out there that need their black kings. You know what I mean? Because he's always trying to date like Hispanics, you know what I mean? Latinas. And I'm like,
yeah,
bro.
they missing out. They need,
So,
they need
anyways,
the black guys.
shout out to the chat, man. We see you guys. Go ahead and get to the super chats real quick.
Yeah, Toxic said, ladies, do you think getting the brows done makes a man less masculine?
Oh, God, Toxic.
Holy shit.
Good question, though. Ladies, let's start off there. So, how do you guys feel about men that are like very, I don't even know what
High maintenance.
high maintenance, and they're like very flamboyant and gay? How do you guys feel about that? Go ahead. So
God damn.
let me know what you think
Are
about.
you talking about a straight guy? Or?
I'm talking about like a straight guy that like gets his eyebrows done.
Yeah, what do you think of guys getting
He
eyebrows?
gets his
Yeah.
he gets his pedicures and manicures, and he's there's nothing wrong with a guy being clean. Absolutely not. But
I
you know,
mean,
there's
I feel like there's a limit.
there's
a
the guys
limit.
that go a little bit overboard. How do you guys feel about those type of men?
well, I don't mind it.
You don't mind it?
Okay.
I mean, don't get your eyebrows super skinny. Like,
Yeah.
Don't try to get them like mine.
So real quick, right? I don't get my eyebrows done. I think that's gay as fuck.
I don't mind it either.
Right? I think that's really gay. Like, why the fuck am I touching my eyebrows, bro? My shits are good. You know what I mean? My brother here, he gets his eyebrows done. Like,
I try to be well groomed.
They both look good.
and
But
it's
there's
cool.
a difference
They both
between
don't
you
bother.
two.
What's the difference?
He has really thick eyebrows and you don't.
Mm-hmm.
That is true. Because I could
So
get like a
obviously, if your
unibrow.
eyebrow is going up to here and up here, then you want to clean it up.
Sounds like a pee-pee to me. Sounds like a personal problem. No, I'm just kidding. I see what you're saying. Okay, but overall, in general, I understand that we do live in Miami because like I'm from Maryland, he's from Atlanta, he's from Maryland. Outside of this city, I never really saw men be so fucking feminine.
That's a fact.
Okay, I will be honest.
There's a lot of.
How do you ladies feel about that? Because
guys that
your
swing that way.
question I'm sorry, your answer kind of makes me realize that you're just so used to that shit that it's just like a common
It's
thing
not
now.
that I'm used to it, but if I'm talking about somebody I like, I'm gonna accept what they like to do.
So if he goes
if
get his
likes-
eyes like tweezed and shit, like you like that shit.
I'm not
like,
saying
I'd be
I've never
goddamned
really
if I could
dated
do
a
that.
guy who does it.
Mhm.
But I'm saying I don't mind it.
Okay. What about you? How do you feel about men that do all that?
I
I
like
think it's
manly men,
attractive
so.
when a man like maintains himself. Even if he gets a manicure, gets his nail clean.
Yeah.
I'm not really into all the nail polish.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
No,
just
no,
me.
But that's
I think it's
that's a
dope.
Miami
Some
thing
guys
though.
get
Yeah.
it done. I think it's dope.
But I feel like men that do their eyebrows and do their nails and all that shit, like you're basically one step away from painting your nails, nigga.
Yeah, like you're low key kind of pushing it when
You
you
know
go
what I
get
mean?
your nails done and shit like that.
I don't know. I
Like
feel
you like the
some
guys with
men-
soft hands or shit. You don't like the rough, manly
Wait,
hands.
I
anyone,
like rough hands.
anyone
Yeah,
at the
you
table?
like-
It
But
doesn't
it's
bother
soft.
me if it's soft. It doesn't bother me if it's
My-
a little rough.
Okay, you guys all have your preferences. That's cool. What about you? How do you feel about that?
It just really depends. Like if you're going out here and getting polished on like pink black nails, like that's pushing it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like that.
Okay.
But if you're just going to get your cuticles cut and your nails cut down clean,
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
Cool. What about you? How do you feel about that?
I mean, I like it. I feel like it's a way to express yourself.
Yeah.
Like getting your nails done. I mean, like do your thing,
Yeah, but you also think everybody's a 10, so
Except you. No, I'm kidding.
except me. Nah, shout out to you. Yeah. Okay, my thing is, and I've always said this, like, if your dude's eyebrows look better than yours, there's a fucking problem. You know what I mean? There's a fucking problem. Like, but that's just me personally. I come from like a really tough background, and I feel like men should be men. I feel like women should be women, and that's more so where like my mindset comes from. I think men in Miami are very fucking feminine. Like even the guys that are at the gym and like
No, those are the most feminine guys.
Yeah,
and they
so-
take steroids, all that
but
shit.
yo, shout out to my boy. That was a really fucking good question, man. And Toxic, no offense to you, homie. I get where that question came from. Let's get to some of these other super chat. Yeah, because yesterday I said that was very gay.
Kish said, ladies, if you were stuck on an island together, what skills do you have that would help you survive?
Good question. Good question, Kish. Let's start off with you, Miss 10.
Honestly, I would die first.
Okay, yeah. But you die a fucking 10, and that's all that matters. Man. That's all that matters. All right, cool. If you're on an island, what skills do you have to help the lady survive here?
I think I can make like food out of pretty much anything. Like whatever resources we have, I can make a meal out of. So
What could you make? Like, let's say there's only pigs, turtles, and snakes on an island.
we gonna kill
we
the
could cook the
pig.
pig.
You're gonna kill the pig?
Yeah.
You're killing the pig?
If it's only us four, the
Yeah,
girls,
yeah.
yeah, I'm killing the pig.
How you gonna kill a pig?
We'll all figure it out. But I'm cooking the pig. They'll cook. I'll
Alright.
cook it.
You know, you gotta like skin that shit. You gotta do all that shit to it.
Yeah,
like,
like cut the guts out, et cetera, et cetera.
it's not that.
Yeah,
It's not that easy.
No, like I've
The pig
cooked-
might like knock you over
Yeah.
too.
I mean, every time you
I've-
cook, you clean the meat.
Yeah,
so-
like I've cooked
Yeah.
pig before.
So
Cool.
y'all gonna chase the pig while squealing?
Are we gonna
Yeah, try to
starve,
kill it?
though?
Nah.
Are we gonna
like if
starve?
it's that
No.
and death, we're chasing a pig.
All right, real quick. What about you? What skills do you have to help the lady survive if you're stuck on an island?
I feel like mentally, I would be strong and like
Period.
help push us. But me, I feel like I would hold y'all back because I'm allergic to a lot of shit. Like, for
She
real,
dying alone.
freaking grass, anything. I'm allergic to a lot of shit. So
You're allergic to grass.
So that's
Yes.
your skill. You're allergic to stuff.
that's not my skill. I'm
What's
just
your
saying I
skill?
would hold y'all back.
Okay.
Um,
What about you? What skill would you have to help the lady survive?
I was gonna say cook, but honestly, I just don't give up. So
Yeah. What
gonna
okay,
make it
so
with
all
power,
you guys
you
can
know?
cook, right? But like, where you guys gonna live? Where you gonna sleep? Where you gonna
I mean,
shit? Like,
obviously, we're gonna think about it. It's
Yeah.
not something we can't do. I mean, build a shelter. I've watched Naked and Afraid. Like, come on,
She got the tool.
Okay,
you watched what?
Naked and Afraid.
What was that?
You never?
It's like a survival
It's a
show.
survival
Yeah.
show, but they're
Survival.
naked.
Okay, so Alwar,
For
tell,
like,
Check it
they're
out.
naked. So
Alwar, tell them about
Like,
that
if we're
show.
cooking,
What happened?
They'll be building the fort while we're cooking the pig.
Holding
Well,
down the
whatever.
That's cat, yeah.
Okay, how about this?
Man.
If men were
We all
stuck,
strong women. Here.
okay, so if you grab 10 women and 10 men and you put them on different islands, and these aren't just like random women. These are like well-trained
Yeah,
women,
survivalist.
survivalists, right? Who do you think has a better chance of surviving longer, men or women?
men,
Women,
Man,
men,
men.
men,
I'm gonna say men.
men. Okay,
Yeah.
you said women. Why women?
Because I feel like women would actually plan something out, would like try to figure it out.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, man.
No, I get it because like this is the reason why
I feel like men,
porn
it
star
would
got
be
mad
like
last
a
night.
dick contest. Like, oh, I'll hunt. No, I'll do this. No, I'll be the leader. With
So
women,
you
it's
think
like,
for men it's gonna be like a confusion of like who's in charge?
yeah, like a power struggle constantly.
I think it'll be the opposite. Whoever will beat the fuck out of each other until find out who's
How
alpha.
about you ladies? You all said men. So real quick, why do you think men would survive longer than women if they were stuck on an island?
Just because like men are like physically stronger, they'll last longer in the
Mhm.
like situation they're in, and they're all gonna be trying to do better than the men next to them. So they're all gonna be doing like
Okay,
good the top that they can.
interesting. What about you?
I agree. I say men are way more stronger. Y'all could build. I know I can't build.
Gotcha.
So.
Okay. What about you? What do you think?
I think it comes down to strength too,
Okay.
like physical strength. I don't know if you guys will make it mentally.
Girls will start crying, but like,
All right. So real quick, we're gonna tell you guys
Okay.
about a little story. Anwar, go ahead.
So y'all ever heard of the show Bear Grylls? It's like a survival show. So
Mm-mm.
basically, he did an experiment where he put all men on one island and all women on another island. And in like a week and a half, the women, first of all, they couldn't kill the pig because they thought it was cute, right? They couldn't form any sort of hierarchy because they all wanted to work together on everything. And when they did kill the pig, they put it in their water supply. And then so they poisoned the water. They couldn't make a fire. And they had to be rescued because they were going to die of starvation. Meanwhile, the guys, they built shelter. They killed most of the animals on the island. They were fishing. They had structure in terms of who was doing what. And they didn't need any help.
Gotcha. Okay. Now for you, right? You said that you think men would struggle with like who's in charge, etc., right? But it's actually the opposite. If a man's in a room, most men, without talking to that man, know that dude's a G. That dude carries himself like a fucking boss. Like we just know. Real men, they know. And the other men just kind of fall in line. And then if there is like equally two like big G's in a fucking room or whatever, two bosses, whatever, then they typically like talk or they'll fight it out. Kind of like in nature. You see lions fighting it out. The strongest lion wins and he's basically in charge, right? It's very easy for us. Women, on the other hand, it's very complicated. You guys aren't really going to fight. And it's more so if you guys do fight, it's verbally. Nothing gets done. This is in real life as well. You're blinking your eyes like you don't agree.
Well, can I rebuttal?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, of course. Go ahead.
Well, I feel like in that example, it was a show and it really wasn't life or death. I feel like in an actual life or death situation, you're not going to be.
No, it was.
Like-
They didn't drink for like 2 or 3 days because they poisoned their water supply.
Okay, yeah, okay.
That's life right there. Yeah.
But
Like, they
I
didn't
feel
want to
like
have to
when it
rescue him. That
comes
ruined the
down
show
to
and all
How
the
it-
time they
accurate
put
could
into
it
making
really
it.
be? That
Yeah,
story,
like,
you know what I mean?
if I'm actually in the wild, I'll be like, okay, I actually need to kill this pig to survive. Let's do this, But
Yeah, okay, those people that were on the show were survivalists, by the way. Like
Yeah.
the women were survivalists. They
Yeah.
had
Oh,
they
training,
had
actual
training.
training.
I did say
and
that
everything.
they weren't
But-
random girls. They were
but
trained.
they couldn't make a fire, you said?
No.
But maybe the environment
I
was
want you-
different.
I want you-
Yeah.
I mean,
It
yeah, it
was-
was a sandy island. There in,
Yeah.
like, the ocean.
Okay. I want you to name one civilization throughout the history of time that was all women that survived, or that like was like a great anything. I
Okay,
can't
but
think
all
of
the
one.
male civilizations have led to this, so I don't know.
No, but doesn't answer my question. I want you to name one anything of women that's been successful throughout the history of time, or that we still talk about to
I
this
can
day.
name
Go ahead.
a couple of things
Yeah.
women have
Please
done.
do, 'cause I don't have the-
I mean,
no, but
we
hold
came.
on. Well,
hold
hold on.
on,
That's
we
cool though.
came-
I'll let you talk. I'll let
Okay,
you
go
talk.
ahead.
But I'll let her, since she's the one that's being combative about this.
Well, I don't have the knowledge to name all of the civilizations run by women, but I mean, if she has, then go
I
ahead.
don't have names, but I can tell you
Yeah,
that
go
we
ahead.
came from nothing. We came from being a housewife, and we were able to start getting
That's
on.
not at all
We
what
can-
I'm talking about,
Oh,
though.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
Talking
it's
about
like
like
opposite.
a woman
Yeah.
ruler of
I'm
a kingdom.
talking,
like of a
yes, I'm
civilization,
talking about
an
it throughout the
empire.
history of times, like any
think
women
that's pretty
nation or
historic.
any. You're talking about women overall, though.
Yeah.
He's talking about something like a woman ran and it
Like,
went
have you ever
great.
seen like
Oh, no.
like
I
the
mean,
Amazons,
no.
like what's her fucking name from Marvel?
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. You know how they have like the Amazons, it's only women and they're like super powerful and they don't need men. There's never been anything like that in real life. Women can't survive on their own. You guys
I guess.
can't. This is proven.
Well, that's
We have
In
all of history. Just look throughout time. Like it's never happened
But
before.
this is what I'm trying to. This is why I was mentioning what I was mentioning, because of the times that you're talking about, women were less than what we were now. We were not considered somebody that could go to war or get an
You're
education.
still not. I would never.
I mean,
Yeah, you
Yo,
guys should not
women-
go to war.
What do
you
you
should not
mean?
go to
But-
war.
I mean,
'Cause-
we could.
How about this?
shouldn't,
Let me
we
let me ask you a
shouldn't, I
question.
wouldn't.
Let me ask
I
you a
wouldn't.
question. If you put there's 8 billion people in the world. If you put 4 billion women and 4 billion men on opposite sides,
Mhm.
and we're going to war, who's winning that war?
I'm saying the men. I said that they were stronger earlier, but what I'm saying is that we have achieved things.
Uh-huh.
So let's not discredit it.
No, of course,
Oh.
but that has nothing to do with the question that I asked. you.
Yeah, like we agree with you. We're just like this
Absolutely,
not-
yeah,
that has
we
nothing-
agree, yeah,
this
and that's a
has-
good thing.
Yeah,
That's a good
That's a
thing.
fact.
What
No,
I'm-
I can't name anything.
Okay, so
And
she was
that's
looking
it.
for you to rescue
No,
her.
no, I can't name anything. I'm sorry.
But also,
girl.
I don't think that goes to prove your point anymore.
no, it does because we can sit here and name guys because it's like a factual thing. It's history.
name
But
Well,
it's easy-
because
it's
in
easy to-
history, the men
Genghis
have
Khan,
overpowered
Alexander
the
the
women
Great,
with
Napoleon.
strength.
Well, okay,
I
but
can
if
keep
you guys
going.
are so powerful, why haven't you guys
Well,
overpowered the men?
Because you're saying that men. I'm saying that men are physically stronger than women. So in that case, of course, if a woman wanted to, like,
Try to
start her
leave.
own tribe,
Yeah.
she wouldn't be able to because you would overpower her.
Facts.
But
Okay, I want you to name one thing right now in this current society that men have that women don't.
that men have that
Yes.
women don't.
Yeah, like maybe a right.
A
Like
penis.
give us one right that
Just right.
A
come on,
privilege.
like let's keep it honest here. Let's be short and concise because there's a lot of people watching here.
Yeah.
Give
Well,
me something that men have right now that women don't.
men have. I don't know, but you guys have.
There has to be
Oh.
something because you guys still are not as powerful as us, and we're still in control. We're still
I
running the
think
world.
that women are more in control than men think they are.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
a lot of guys like to say that, like, I don't know. I
All the
feel like
women
a
are
lo-
shaking their
men,
heads.
men are driven a lot by women. If you guys were just driven by yourselves, then I don't know. I feel like you wouldn't get.
So you're
anywhere.
telling me we're trying to get status and power for the women?
Yeah,
right?
like you said, you're trying to get. You're the reason why you need the wealth and the status and whatever is to get the
Do you
women.
think women are more powerful?
You
than
guys
men?
are just a byproduct of that.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
If I become rich and successful, I'm not doing it for you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm not doing it for you. If I end up fucking you, that's just a byproduct of what I accomplished.
Mhm.
I'm not doing it for you, or you, right? So when men do that, they're doing it for themselves.
It's just something that comes with it.
Exactly.
The opposite thing happens with women when they try to be boss babes. You try to get a degree, try to become a lawyer. You think you're doing it for yourself, but like you're really hurting yourself because you're becoming a victim of your own success. Men don't want women that are very successful and that make more money than them.
But those women don't need those men that think like
Those
that.
women end up alone,
Yeah.
and they
Those
can't.
women probably are happy.
They're not.
They're
They're
not.
They're
That's-
not.
yeah. See, you,
I
you
would
literally have a
beg to
woman to your
differ.
you have a woman to your left telling you the same thing. Like they're not.
Yeah, it's
just a
because
fact.
they
It's
narrow
statistical proof.
themselves out of the pool. It's because like once you make that much money, like you're only looking at men above, and that group of men is so small.
Let me ask you a question. If Beyonce and Jay-Z were to break up, who's she dating? Equal or above Jay-Z?
Well, there's plenty of billionaires out there.
You
It
think
does
so?
not have to be Jay-Z.
Anwar, can you look up how many billionaires we have in the world, bro?
I think it's like 2,000.
Okay.
somewhere
So out of
probably.
2,000, right? If he's
Okay.
correct.
Who says that she even needs to
3,300.
date somebody?
Okay, so
of that
3,300. Okay.
status?
Now, so you're telling me that if Jay-Z and Beyonce break up, she's gonna be looking at those 3,300 guys and she's gonna pick from them?
Exactly. The nerds, the ugly, white guys are skinny.
You
they're
see the
scrawny,
billionaires,
like, you know
the
what they look
fucking
like.
Mark Zuckerberg and fucking
Bill
Elon
Gates.
Musk. She doesn't want those dudes.
Come on.
She doesn't want those
She
dudes.
just came from a guy that she could actually connect with from the hood.
Not only
the
that, but
raps,
those
and
dudes
all
don't want
this extra-
Beyonce, right? So you like the pool that
intimidating.
the pool that you have to choose from. It's really small, and women almost rarely date down. Women always date up. Men, however, they don't mind dating down, And actually, they almost never rather date up because it becomes a problem. Like if me and you are dating and you're making twice the amount that I'm making, you're like, man, I can do whatever the fuck I want. I don't need you.
Because when a woman's making money, she's always gonna say, "I don't need a man."
100%.
Right.
But if I'm making 10 times what you're making, I don't have to. Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you I don't need you. I'm
Right.
cool. I want
Yeah.
you in my house. You feel me? You're feminine. I like you. You talk soft. You cook. You clean. I like that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, food for thought right there.
Like that.
all right, man.
He's like, I like that.
Yeah.
shit.
All right. Let's get to some of these super chats, man. You got the chat super lit. Go ahead.
Let's see. David Jones. He said, "Ladies, if you were married to Drake and wanted him to be monogamous to you, name 3 things you would give up in exchange."
Let's start with you, Ace.
3 quick things you'd give up for Drake.
To be monogamous or a Drake
I'll
like
stay my ass
person.
home.
Right.
I'll go.
So you're staying home. What else?
It's 2 more.
You're gonna give up IG?
I'll give up IG.
You gonna give up all
I
your
don't even
friends?
live on social media.
You gonna give up your friends?
I would not give up my friends.
Oh,
and
there you go.
family.
You're done. Drake's
I
done.
would not give up.
You have
Okay.
male friends?
At what point, you know, like
Well, Drake's
else are you gonna
Drake's done
take?
with you. Okay, what about you? Name 3 things that you would give up for Drake.
Mm,
You got you ladies
don't-
understand a guy like Drake doesn't need you.
of
You
course he
need him,
doesn't.
right? So like you guys acting like he needs you. You need him. Okay, women like dating men with power, status, money.
Exactly. And what you gonna get from it? Power, money, status.
Because I guarantee you given shit up for broke niggas before. All of you guys. So go ahead and give me 3 things you'd give up for Drake.
damn, I don't even know. Like whatever he wants in that moment. If he's monogamous to me, then I don't know. I don't really know.
Okay.
So
I don't really
everything,
want Drake in
everything.
this situation.
Okay,
Okay,
but just,
Bad Bunny.
it
Bad
could
Bunny.
be anyone. It could be your dream guy.
You know you want Bad Bunny. Don't cap.
Your dream
Oh
guy.
no, that
Your
doesn't
dream
matter.
guy.
Bad Bunny is
It
not
could be
cute.
anyone. Like, are you willing to give up pretty much anything for your dream guy?
I don't know. Definitely not.
Definitely not. Okay, cool. You're also 28, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. You need to start like rethinking certain stuff because once you hit 30, that wall hits hard. Okay,
Mm,
Damn.
it does.
not
What
anytime soon.
what do you mean? You're 20. You got 2 years.
Okay, what is 30?
30 is a big number for women.
Why does age matter?
It matters.
I mean, but
men,
okay.
men
Oh,
look at
okay.
younger
Good
women.
right
Ginger,
now, so I don't
Ginger.
see
No,
a
I
problem.
understand.
How old are
Men
you?
look at younger
18.
women. I
18.
understand.
You're 28. You're 10 years older than
Mhm.
her. Automatically, I'm gonna look for her because she's younger, right? And she looks better than you because she's younger. So that matters a lot for men. Now you can't
Seems
sit here.
giving
You can't sit
Right.
here. Well, hold up. This is a hypothetical thing, right?
No, I know.
That's
but
number
in
2.
that-
That's the second thing you said today that I really didn't appreciate that.
Here we go.
Okay, because you're speaking directly to me. You're not speaking in general. All right.
No, I am speaking in general. I'm saying that mindset is a predatory mindset.
Wait, how is she?
How?
Google?
Explain.
Go ahead.
Because I feel like guys like to go for the younger girl because they feel like the girl who is almost to her 30s is losing something or losing her worth when
That's a
in
fact.
reality,
That's a-
Yeah.
How is
that's
that
a
predatory?
fact.
That's
How's the- yeah.
opinion.
You didn't give a reason why that's predatory though.
Well, because I feel like a lot of guys, well, you know, with the Leonardo DiCaprio and he,
Do you think he's
Only
predatory?
I think that it
Okay,
is predatory.
You have to give me a reason why you think it's predatory.
Because I feel like a lot of guys like to go mentally for girls younger because they don't feel like they have their own like way
can
of
easily
thinking,
manipulate
easily
them.
Yeah,
manipulate.
Okay, I try to give you an opportunity to say something, but you're not there. Okay, here's the thing.
I
18,
need a second to think.
18. No, if you know your stuff, you know it. You don't need to think. Like it's just up here, right? Because you're arguing for stuff that like you obviously can't even give us a reason why. She's 28. She's 18. There's nothing wrong with me wanting an 18-year-old compared to a 28-year-old.
didn't
That's
say there
about
was anything
what I'm
wrong with
saying
that.
is
Said
she's
it was
about to be 30, right? You said it was predatory. At 30, a woman starts to change drastically. Okay, we're thinking about reproduction. Okay, she's getting older. I'm thinking about, damn, if I have kids with her, you know, she's gonna be pretty old compared to like a 22, 23-year-old,
Yeah, I
24-year-old.
can't have 5 kids.
Not only that, but it's also just like age matters to guys. My problem with this, with what you're saying is men always get shamed for trying to date younger women, but women never get shamed when they want to date older men, right? I never see you guys shaming the girls that are 22 dating a 27-year-old, 28-year-old. Those women,
because they
That's not
shouldn't be the
bad.
ones being shamed.
not
It's the
bad.
older party that should
But
be
it's
shamed.
consensual.
It's the same thing.
They're
Yeah, it
adults.
is consensual.
So
They're
there
adults.
shouldn't be shame at
you
all.
can vote at 18, correct?
Mhm.
So then why can't you choose who you're gonna date at 22?
No, I'm not saying that you shouldn't. I'm saying that you can, and if you're an adult, go ahead. But I
It's-
feel like you should be looking more at the older person
Why?
and being
But
like, why
why?
are you at your age looking at somebody younger?
Okay.
But that would also be like, why are you at your age, at such a young age, looking for an
Well,
older?
because mentally they're at a higher
It's
age,
not a
so you're
mindset.
gonna look at
So
like,
then
of
if
course,
the younger
at-
person is mentally at a higher age, then why would that make a difference?
no, I'm saying the older person, no matter how mentally advanced the young person is, you should be looking at the older person regardless.
Okay. So throughout all of time, it's always been like this. I guess you have a problem with it, correct? So like if a 20-year-old is dating an 18-year-old, you have a problem with that.
I don't have a problem with it. I'm not
You
saying
said it was
that.
predatory.
Predatory,
That
that's
means
insane.
by default, it means you have a problem with it.
No, I'm saying in most cases it is, yeah.
In most cases, but not all cases.
With like everything.
So when
do
it
you have a
benefits you, it's
problem
not predatory.
most of the time.
What?
When it benefits you, it's not predatory.
No, I did not say that at all.
Okay. My thing is most men want younger women because a woman that's 28 compared to a woman that's 18, 19, 20, you know, no offense to you, but they've been through a lot more traumatic experiences with men. She's probably had a lot more sexual partners with men. She probably lost her ability to pair bond, which means that when she fucks me, I'm probably like her number 15, 20 partners. Like now that's just not even special compared to a normal 18, 19-year-old that isn't in Miami, that isn't fucking the world. Because I know what you're about to say. Most 18, 19-year-olds are out here fucking. What I'm saying is she's probably more teachable, right? I can
Well, see, that's the word, teachable.
No.
You're like,
Yeah,
but it-
oh, they're
but-
moldable,
hold
they're
on.
young, their mind is.
but why
I'm
would I
able
want to be with a
manipulate them.
28-year-old
Exactly.
that already has her mindset on what
But
she
what
has?
you
Why
have in
wouldn't you
common with
wanna be
someone
with
who's
them?
way
Hold on.
different?
What,
I'm not saying that.
let me tell you something. Men don't want to go into relationships and have to break through your walls, which is what all women want. Yes, women want. This is literally what women talk
Because
about.
you don't have walls that need to be broken through as
I
well.
don't need
you're
her to
putting
break
it
through my
all on the
walls.
woman.
Hold
You're
up.
saying that
The
she's
man,
broken.
the
What if-
man
what
is the
about
prize.
you?
Let me teach you ladies something.
The man is the prize.
The man is the
There you
prize,
go.
and that's a fact.
That's a fact.
Okay,
That's a
here's the
fact.
thing. Okay, who chooses who gets to have sex? Men or women?
Women.
Exactly.
Okay, who chooses who gets relationships? Men or women? When it's time to get married, who typically asks to get
The
married?
man
The man.
asks.
So therefore, the man decides who gets a relationship. Correct. So therefore, the
Sure.
man decides who gets a marriage, who gets the ring. Correct.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
this is logic. Like you can't argue against that. Men choose
Traditionally.
relation exactly, and we're still very
Mhm.
traditional for the most part
Mhm.
outside of Miami. So men typically choose relationships, women choose sex. Okay, so men are the prize. If I get to choose which one of you guys I'm gonna marry, that means I'm the fucking prize. You just get to be with the prize. Does that make sense? The problem is Disney and society and TikTok is telling you guys that you're the fucking prize, and therefore that a man should accept you the way that you are. So go ahead and run through bodies, get 50 bodies, lose the ability to pair bond, and then a man should just accept you the way you are. And that's what's wrong with society. Because if I came here and said to you, I want to date you, I don't have a job, I don't have a career, I don't have any education, but you should just love me the way I am. You're going to look at me and be like, fuck no. Because our currency is different. My currency is what's my value to you? What can I give you? What can I do for you? Right? Am I doing something for myself? Am I ambitious? Right? Your value is Buf and Yudi. Buf and you, sorry. All right. So my thing is, you don't even have to have money. Just look good. Don't fucking embarrass me. It's very easy. Does that make sense to you?
That does make sense. Yes, it does.
So why are you fighting so hard against
I'm
it?
not fighting you guys. You said we're unfiltered.
Traditionally, you
I'm
say,
just trying to be honest.
but you sit here and say it's predatory. But like I said, would you say the same thing for a 28-year-old woman who's dating a 22-year-old guy? Would you
I'm
say the
saying
same thing?
regardless of the gender, the age difference, you have to look at the older person and question them as to why are you looking for somebody that young?
Okay, let me ask you a question. If a girl's 18 and a guy is 28, that's predatory to you, correct? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. If a girl is 30 and a guy is 40, is that predatory to you?
No,
Why not?
because I feel like think of yourself at 18 and think of yourself at 28. That is not even
It's the same
comparable in
10-year
the
difference.
It's the
No,
difference.
I'm saying like an 18-year-old, your life experience, everything that you've gone through.
But
like,
you gotta
of course-
understand.
Okay, let's go with that. A guy
Okay.
doesn't want a girl that's been on yachts in this car, that car has been to this country, that city. We don't want that. We want to be able to give you that experience. And if you already done that, now we're thinking, yo, what guy have you been with? Who showed you this? Who taught you this? If you suck my dick, good, I'm
But
be
a
thinking,
girl doesn't
yo,
have the right to
whose dick you
question
been
the
sucking?
guy as well if he's been on whatever.
No,
Men
you
and
like
women are-
experience.
Nobody earned that shit.
You like a guy that's experienced. You don't want a virgin. You want a guy that's slept with girls and knows what the fuck he's doing.
Men and women are very different. Like, she's a very beautiful woman. She can leave here and go to a fucking club, get right in. I can go to the same club. I gotta wait in line. Unless I have status and money, I can buy my way in. I gotta wait in line. I gotta go through the fucking checkpoints. I gotta pay.
I still gotta get a table.
Life
so
is
I can't
very
look like a
different for
brokey.
us, and that's just one example. Okay. Also, the whole 10-year difference. What's the difference between a woman being 18 and a guy being 28, and a guy being 40 and she being 30? It's always gonna be that 10-year difference. For one, you say it's predatory. For the other, you say it's not. Right?
But there is a difference because at 18, it doesn't matter what gender you
At
are.
28
you're not mentally there.
Okay. What was your name again?
Ace.
Ace. At 28, that guy is still not as experienced as he would be at 40. Like you got, like you're trying to fight. Like
I'm
No, but that's not the same situation that we're looking at.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying is,
no,
there's
but
always
how
gonna be
they
that
can
same exact
Yes,
10-year
but a
You're
difference.
saying
30-year-old
experience and
woman
I get what you're
does
saying.
have the life experience than compared to an 18-year-old woman. Where, like, if you're a 40-year-old man, sure, you'll have more experience than a 28-year-old man, but in comparison to 18 and 28, it's very different. When you're 18, you just got out of high school, going to college, you don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, you're still experiencing life, you're fucking up.
Okay.
At 28, you're expected to have your life together. Like, you're just in two completely different places. And if you do want to go into a relationship with that age difference, I'm not saying it's a crime. Do
Yeah.
what you
No,
want,
it's
but
not.
at the same time, you two are not at all similar mentally, no matter how mature you think the 18-year-old is.
Mhm.
So the reason I was saying that was because I look back to when I was 15 and I first got my boyfriend, and I ended up dating him for like 9 years.
How old was he?
He was, I want to say I was 15 and he was 18.
Well, why are you
Just
talking about this? That's a
18.
2-3 year
But
difference.
what I'm saying is me looking back when I was in that age.
Yeah.
If I would have like to go back at 15, I thought I knew what I was doing.
Okay.
You get what I'm
15
saying?
and 18
But
is
15 and
very-
18
it's
are
very
very
different.
different.
You can't legally vote. Like, you can't go to the military. Et
The
cetera,
whole
et
thing
cetera.
that they're
just-
saying is that
No, I
older
get
men want
what they're
younger women
saying.
and younger women want older men. That's the whole thing.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't.
The quiet one is the genius over here.
Exactly.
Here's what I'll say. You guys conveniently brag about how women mature faster than men and women are smarter than men and all this shit. But when it comes to guys wanting to date younger, all of a sudden it's like, no, she's immature. She doesn't know what she's doing. She's too young. You can't have the cake and eat it too. Either you're smarter than us, you fucking develop faster than us. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's like 4 to 5 years that they say that women mature faster than guys, right?
Mm.
So it's like, if you're gonna put it like that, then technically she has the mentality of a fucking 23, 24-year-old. If he's 28, like, you know what I mean? I get what you're saying. I get your argument, but like, you can't have the cake and eat it too. You're either dumber at 18 or you're smarter. There's a shit ton of super chats, bro. I want to get to them. Go ahead.
Yep.
David Jones says, Eric, there are a few successful queens and empress in world history. However, those queens shared power with the men. Queen Elizabeth I did this.
Yeah, I would actually agree with David, and even Cleopatra.
That's a fact.
They got their power through men. You know what I mean? Like, if you go back and look at that shit, they have their power because of men. Okay. Moving on. Get to
Slick
another.
Rick, how the fuck Pete Davidson stay bagging these baddies?
I have no fucking idea. That nigga's ugly
Yo,
as
he
fuck.
really does. It's because he's a comedian. Girls like to laugh,
Yeah,
bro.
but that dude
We
is
do.
weird.
Would y'all date
shout
Pete
out to you.
Davidson?
No.
No.
Nobody here would date him. Okay, cool. Moving on.
David Jones, I think we covered it. He said, what about a 30-year-old woman and a 19-year-old boy?
Yeah, we kind of just.
Yeah,
covered
I
that.
kind of went ahead and she basically said it was the same thing. But, and here's the thing: only women judge that shit because men don't give a fuck.
Why would you?
What? I don't care. If I see a 30-year-old girl dating a 19-year-old guy,
You're
I
thinking,
don't
oh, he
care.
bagged her. Woo,
I
yeah.
don't care. Now, on the other hand, if I see a 30-year-old guy dating a 19-year-old girl, it's like I really don't really care either. Like
Yeah.
I don't look down on it. Like the dude worked really hard to get where he is because most 19-year-olds they're banging out here in Miami. They look good. You know what I mean? They got a little body. That girl, it really is a win-win situation because that guy's gonna open doors for her that she wouldn't be able to open by herself. And he's winning too because he has a really beautiful girl by his side.
That's just starting her prime.
And it's not really much that 30-year-old is gonna ask of that 19-year-old. Like, yo, just look good, go out with me, I'll pay for your shit. Like it's very beneficial for the women most of the time. Now there are some women that take care of men, and I never understood that shit. I don't understand why you guys are out here paying for dudes' rent, paying for car notes, paying for fucking food. But that's your problem.
Yeah, I'll be damned.
Let's get to some of the other super chats, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, Repo. He asked, ladies, name one of the oceans.
Okay, good
This
question,
is a good
very
one.
I want to start off with you because you seem very
Atlantic
smart.
Ocean.
Atlantic. Okay. What about you?
Pacific.
Pacific. Specific what? Specifically which one?
Pacific.
Okay.
There's
Pacific.
4 oceans, so you can't repeat.
Okay. What about you?
Shit. You said Atlantic?
Atlantic and
Atlantic
Pacific.
and Pacific.
Antarctic-
specific.
Antarctic.
Is there South?
She said, just so the chat can hear, she said Antarctic.
Yo.
All right.
She was close.
Antarctic. Is there a South Pacific Ocean?
Okay.
Or
So
no?
she said specifically,
I said
and you said
Pacific.
South specifically,
I said Pacific.
right? Okay.
Listen, I don't know.
Okay.
There's only one more.
Is there the Gulf of Mexico?
Indian Ocean.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit
The
up.
last
Alright.
one's the
I'm over it.
Indian
I'm
Ocean.
not gonna guess anymore.
Indian Ocean.
Indian Ocean. Shout out to you.
That's not. Is it really?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. How you gonna say no? It's not, but you don't know which
Yeah,
one's the name.
It's the Arctic Ocean and the Indian Ocean.
Okay. Shout out to the chat, man.
We're out of supers.
We're out of supers.
Oh,
Okay,
no,
cool.
Yeah. Actually, Kish just asked for the same.
What's
question.
up, Kish?
No, yes,
He has the same one. All right, shout out to it. Okay, ladies. Quick question, and we'll get to a video. How much does a guy typically have to make to be able to date you?
I don't know. There's not like a.
Yes, there is. You won't date a guy that makes 40K. So give us a number, please.
I don't have a number. I'm not checking your bank. I'm not like.
Well, how
open your
much
bank
do you
account,
make
show me.
around?
I honestly don't know.
Okay, would you date someone making less than what you make?
I mean, yeah, why not? I'm in school right now. If they're in school, like.
But we're asking like this is how much he makes for life. So he's not like, you're gonna say like, oh, if he'll make a little bit, but if he's ambitious, like I can rock with it for a little bit. But no, he makes like 40K for life. You cool with that?
Well, yeah, I don't mind.
Okay.
You're cool with that?
Yeah.
You're very unique. You think everyone's a 10. You think women are better than men. You think that you would live with a guy that makes 40K a year.
Well, I'm not trying to be a billionaire.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to live a comfortable life.
That's not comfortable.
Yeah.
You're gonna be
Well,
struggling. That's like paycheck.
Where do you
to
live?
paycheck.
Where do you live?
I live in Miami.
40K in Miami.
40K
is
in
shit.
Miami.
You do understand that, right?
I'll move to.
I will
fucking
probably spend
Utah.
40K on fucking food this year alone.
More
So,
than that.
yeah.
Shit.
So 40K is nothing. Like, I mean, yeah,
It's
I'm
like
paying for
1/5 of
food,
my
but listen.
rent.
What about you? How much does a guy have to make to date you?
Like 250 to 300.
Okay.
There we
Thanks for
go.
being unfiltered.
Okay.
Valid.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Her expectations are high.
We got low and high.
How much
That's
do you
actually-
make?
Like 30.
30. Wow.
Wow.
Now,
So I got.
what? Now you do understand a guy that makes that much money comes with a lot of stuff, right?
I know.
He's gonna want you to be monogamous. He's gonna want you to be exclusive.
Mhm.
He's probably gonna want you to cut off Instagram. He's gonna want to make sure that if he's investing into you, that it's not for nothing,
I know.
right?
I can sleep with other girls.
And you're cool with all that, right?
Yeah.
Wait, yes to my question. I can sleep with
Yeah.
other girls.
Yeah.
You sure about that?
Yeah. If he's coming home to me, yeah.
Okay.
All right, for sure. Shit.
What about you?
18? You said.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow, 18 and winning. What about you? How much does a guy have to make to date you?
At least 100. I'm not gonna say I haven't dated anyone who made less.
Okay, that's
At
realistic
least
though.
80, 90, 100.
That's
At
realistic.
least.
But in Miami, typically you have to make more than that. Like at least 200 if you're making it combined. But even then, I don't really think women should be working. I think I think that women should date men that are capable of taking care of them. If you're working,
Facts.
that's your money, that's extra money. But I think like, so, you know, I'm pretty like extreme when it comes to like men and women gender roles. I'm like, yo, women shouldn't sleep around, they shouldn't cheat, they shouldn't do it. But at the same time, I also have high standards for men. I think men should be able to protect you. He should be able to die for you. He should be able to provide for everything. You shouldn't have to have any worries, basically. What about you? How much does a guy have to make?
Ideally, I'll probably say like 150K and up.
Okay.
Okay.
How much do you make?
Probably like around 32.
30.
Okay.
Okay. Wow.
Less or less.
Y'all live in
Maybe a little
Miami?
bit less. A little bit less.
You
Yeah.
live in Miami?
But I would say she's 18.
I mean,
you guys probably have family help, correct?
There's
yeah.
no
There's-
way
Not
living
really.
in Miami
Not
with
really.
30K.
30K in Miami is nothing, guys.
it's not.
No,
Yeah.
it's really
Oh,
not.
Girls can get away with it.
Shit. No,
You don't
I
have to
spent
pay.
like
You know what? I would
Yeah,
say
we don't
that.
have to pay for much.
Yeah, I
Nah,
would
but y'all
maybe
like
say that,
buying
but even then,
clothes
that's a
and
lot.
makeup,
Yeah.
etc.
It gets bought for them.
Okay, cool. Any other super chats, bro?
Yeah, we got one more.
All right, let's go ahead and read the super
Claudia said, question for the ladies. Would you date a guy younger than you?
chat. Yes or no?
No.
What about you?
No.
What about you?
I have about like 2 years.
Okay. What about you?
Based on my situation, I don't think I would take anybody serious at that age.
Okay. You said you have. How'd you like that situation?
Clearly it didn't go well because I'm not with that person.
Yeah.
Just mentally, we were on the same level. It's just we weren't. It was long distance, so
I feel like that's
pretty
predatory,
hard.
though.
no.
I feel
Now,
like it's predatory.
2 years and 10 years.
Yeah.
You guys were talking about 10 years earlier.
I'm sorry. I'm just making a joke over here.
Coming from me.
I feel like I feel like it
you
is.
took that as a personal
All right?
attack.
I feel
can
like
tell.
it is. No, it's just because men and women are different. Okay, it's really not that hard. Like, men are very simple creatures. Like, for the most part, like, bro, feed me, like, be my peace. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna work my ass off for you. You know, I'm a really, and I get it. Not all men are like that, but I am, and I only hang around people that are like that. You know, so just if I'm gonna work my ass off for you, if I'm gonna fucking like go all out for you, then go all out for me too. And I don't mean financially, just like be my peace. Do we have any other super chats, bro?
Yeah, Kish has a question. Yes, ladies, what's the average salary for a man in America from the ages 25 to 35?
Good question.
good
This is
question.
gonna show a lot here.
Can I not go first? You
Yeah,
keep
go
putting
ahead.
me
All right,
No,
yeah.
because you seem to know everything. So let's start off with you.
I don't know the average salary of a man in America.
Okay.
What do you think it is?
What do I think it is? I'll say 60K.
60K. What about you?
I know it's not a lot. I know it's like 30 to 50.
Do me a favor. Move up a little bit. Just
Yeah,
because
you're
the
you're
chat probably
soft-spoken.
yeah. So
No. Pull that mic. No,
she's
pull
like,
that
okay,
mic
I'll
back.
move up, but here you go.
Nah, pull that mic back.
Pull the mic back to
Pull
you.
the mic back. to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
pull
chat
right
wants
to
to
the
hear
edge
you.
of the
Yeah.
table. Yep. And just
So what was your answer?
I said like 30 to 50.
Okay.
30 to 50. What about you? What do you think?
60.
60. What do you think?
I think it would be like 75K.
75. Okay.
okay.
Onward. Go ahead and tell them.
so it's about 39, 40.
Which is basically what you ladies are making. That's crazy. Fuck. Bro, I feel like 100K is nothing. That's crazy.
Bro, I spent like 30 last month.
I know.
Oh, shit.
Okay, that was a good question, Kish. Shout out to you. Any other ones?
Yeah, Kish has another one. He said, if you want a 250K plus man that you want, or if you want 250K plus, then you want that predatory behavior. Shout out to the Apex Predators.
Actually, I will agree with that. Do you understand what he's trying to say there?
No, I do
That
not.
we
So
will have
if-
to date somebody older
Yeah.
to find that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because most men don't hit their prime to like 35, 40.
Yeah.
And prime for men is like around 100, 150K.
That's fucking crazy. Think about that for a second. Your prime is like 19 to 25. Our prime is in our 30s. And there's a reason why, because at the beginning of the show, I said, and women may not like this shit, but we're different. Your prime is youth and beauty. You're at your most beautiful when you're in your 20s.
Yep.
When you hit your 30s, this is why I told you, you hit that wall. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's just a wall. Now,
Yeah.
are there some people out there that they can look 35? And we told you this earlier. You don't look 28.
You don't look 28.
So you may be that one exception, right? But they're very small, the minorities.
Yep.
So typically, guys don't want women that are in their 30s if they're in their 30s. Now, you'll have 40-year-olds that'll look at you. You know what I mean? But typically, you don't want those men. They're older than you. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Why? You didn't want to say yes, right?
She's hesitant.
No, I that makes sense to me, but yeah,
But it's
go
not which
ahead.
you don't like how it sounds. It makes sense logically, but you don't like how it sounds because it doesn't
You
make
don't
you
have
feel
to
good.
like it for it
No,
to be
no.
true.
I'm not saying that I don't like it. I'm just saying that's the facts, you know?
My thing is, what he's saying is, for you, how old are you?
22.
22. A guy that's gonna make 250 plus, he's in his 30s, maybe mid 30s, early 40s, because that's when guys have like gotten all their hard work in, it's paying off. You know what I mean? They were consistent. Because for men, no one's coming down just giving them a fucking Lambo. Now I see a lot of women here in Miami driving Lambos, and I guarantee you they didn't fucking earn them.
Word.
They didn't earn them. Okay. Now some fucking rich dude was like, "Here you go, baby, go for a ride." You know what I mean? That's just what it is. So our prime is different. Your prime is literally right now. Shout
I
out to you,
know.
Kish. That was a good
I'm in
good
my
question.
prime right now. Yeah.
Yeah, you are. Yeah,
Me too.
Shout out to y'all.
you're leaving your prime. You better hurry up. Okay.
No, you're not.
No,
I
I
got
look
time.
good.
Why do women do that? Stop giving
Yeah,
each other
like-
bad
She looks
advice.
young.
That's
She
bad
looks
advice.
young,
No,
and
it's
that's
okay
not
that
bad
she
advice.
looks
It's true.
Let me ask you
There's
something.
no
I
wall
know that
in
you
it.
think she's a beautiful woman, right?
Mhm.
Okay. And I get that. That's really nice. But do you think you speak for men?
I'm not saying I speak for men.
Because you're like, here's the thing, the echo chamber in women, you guys will sit here and call each other all pretty and beautiful,
Mhm.
but you guys aren't going out and dating each other. Men are dating you, right? So like, if I'm being honest, if I had to pick one girl out the group, I find her the most attractive. You know what I mean? And I would who do you find the most attractive on this table?
Kim.
Kim. Okay. Anwar, who do you find the most attractive on this table?
Kim.
Kim. Okay, cool.
Personality.
Not just personality. Look,
No, I'm saying that's
I get it. Yeah.
Why-
Like,
soft spoken,
Yeah,
logical, like logical to a point.
I'm
Yeah, no, no.
Yo, I was like, I'm Muslim. I don't fuck with the tattoos.
Okay, cool. Do me a favor. Let's get to the other super chat. Shout out to the chat, man.
Repo said, "Who grew up with a dad? If so, what did you learn from him that you use in
God
everyday
damn it,
life?"
Repo. Same question.
Damn, I don't wanna be
Did you grow up
racist,
with a
but
dad?
did
Yes
you-
or no?
Yes, I did.
Oh,
What about you?
shit.
No.
No. What about you? You did it.
You grew up with that.
What about you?
Yes.
You did. What about you?
I'm gonna say yeah.
Okay.
Yo, I'll be honest.
Wait,
Yo,
why are you
shout
gonna
out to
say
your
yeah?
dad.
You either know yes or no.
I mean, yes, my father was involved in my life.
Okay. And what were you saying to her?
No,
Because
I
you had
was
a
just-
side
yeah, no, I was
conversation
just
here.
saying, shout out to your dad though, because most black families they don't have dads.
That is
in their
such
life.
a bad stereotype, bro.
I mean,
it is, and I know a lot of black people with fathers. So
it's not
Yeah,
a
yeah,
stereotype.
It's not a stereotype.
80% of
black.
black families have
It's
single
true.
mothers.
Yeah, it's a
It's
fact.
true.
No, I
So I'm
know
saying
it's
shout out.
true.
Same thing with
Otherwise,
Latinos,
it's
though.
a
I'm black.
thing,
I don't
you
have a dad.
know? I'm
Yeah,
sorry about
I'm
that.
half black. My dad was not there.
I'm very surprised about that though, because
You're
most
surprised that I grew up with a dad?
no, surprised about the mentality that you have, considering that
Yeah.
you grew up with a dad.
Well, I'm not. I feel like I'm. I don't know. I feel like my mentality goes.
You
well
talk
with-
like a very modern feminist.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Okay.
I'm
that's why-
proud to be a feminist. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I
Alright.
mean I'm a feminist too, not a modern feminist. I wouldn't.
You're like modern feminist means you think you're better than men.
No, not at all. I do not think.
At the
I'm
beginning
better
of the
than
show,
men.
you
said
literally
that.
said women were better
Okay,
than men.
yeah, of course I'm gonna say women are better than men.
Yeah,
But
of course
Why?
you are, because you're a modern feminist.
You
at the end of
just-
the day, I think that men and women are equal.
but
you
you
also
just said the
think, yeah.
opposite.
What do you mean?
You said
Okay.
we're equal,
Of
but
course.
When
no,
you speak, do you
okay.
remember what you say?
I'm saying that men and women are equal. Of course, I'm gonna go around and say like, yeah, women, woo, because
why?
I'm always gonna support my women no matter what.
Okay,
But
just,
at the end of the day, if we're talking about feminism, I think men and women are equal, and that's the goal of feminism. It's not one is better than the other or this and that.
You think men and women are equal? What?
Men
Just
and
do
women
rights.
will never be equal.
Yes, I think that they should be.
Just
equal.
be a rights.
Should be doesn't change the fact that they're not.
Yes, rights and other things as well.
Okay, but in the world, like genetics wise, we're not equal. We're balanced, yin and
Okay.
yang, but we're not equal.
I think economically, socioeconomically, we should be equal.
But we're not.
Yeah,
why
but-
should we be equal? Tell me why women should be equal
that's
to
a
men.
good ass fucking question.
Why? Because we're humans, just like you guys.
Okay. So I grew up very poor, very broke, never met my father. My mom gave me up literally to the system. I can't sit here and come next to someone like him who has like a good relationship with his family, and say that we're equal. You know what I mean? As far as men being men, yes, but like he's more likely to be like a better person to you than I am because I'm not there. You know what I mean? With men and women, I don't know. It's kind of like you begin by saying that women were better than men, right?
Okay, you're taking that very literally,
no,
but I didn't mean it like
there's
that.
a reason why. Because if I sit here and
That's what
said
men hear.
yes, because if I say
Then change your ears. I don't
you
know.
can't say that women are better than men, and then
It's not my fault that you're here.
hold on, listen, Jay,
What?
you can't say that women are better than men and then be like, no, but I think we're equal because
Mhm.
that's literally contradicting.
Okay, so then I redact the first statement and I stand by the second.
Okay.
That we're equal.
Now I'll ask you this. I said, why should women be equal to men? And you said just because we exist, correct?
Yes, it's as simple as that.
Okay. But in the world, who builds everything that you see out there? Men or women?
Do you know if a man or a woman
I
built
do,
that
actually.
on it?
Yes,
Yes.
we know.
I'm outside every day, and the guys are building the building.
Yeah.
They're building the building right next to us. And
There's a building
guys.
right next to this building, and we look because like it's really big.
Yeah.
And we live, you see where we live, all the way at the hot. We live at the top. We see those people working in there, and all we see are men. Okay. And if you went out there and saw them, all you see is men. And even if you weren't out there looking, you know it's mostly men out there working.
Yeah.
Men are building the world. Women are just living in it.
Well, because construction is a male-dominated, like
No, y'all
Job.
have equal rights to do whatever you want, but y'all choose not to do it.
Exactly.
no.
It's a more
Yes.
efficient. Yes.
So
it's
you're
a
telling me
fact.
right now that if 4 of you guys wanted to go work in construction, we would tell you no,
No, I'm saying that yes, we do have equal opportunity,
but you choose not to exercise that equal opportunity.
Why?
So why should then the men that are building the world be equal to the women that are just living in the
Well,
world?
why are you putting that at a higher status than any other
If
job
me
that
and
a
you
woman
are together, right?
performs?
If we're dating and I build us a fucking house and you just happen to move into that house, it's my fucking house.
Well, but that's taking away from what the woman is doing. You don't know what she's doing. Taking
it
care
doesn't
of the
matter.
kids, taking care
Anybody
of the
can do that.
family.
Any woman can.
Any man can do that. Well, I'm saying any man can do that, but traditionally, the way that you were speaking, if the man is building the house, if he's the breadwinner, then the woman is at home and she's holding down the floor or whatever, taking
Okay.
care of
Yeah,
the.
making the house a home.
But
Okay.
even if me and you go into a job together,
Mhm.
I'm gonna fucking outwork you, bro. You're not gonna outwork me. And even if you do have the same hard work ethic and you're putting in the same hours as me, you're going hard just like me, guess what? Most of the time women get pregnant. So now even though you're a hard worker just like me, you're gonna have to take some time off. I'm not. This is why typically men excel in the workforce over women.
That's
Yeah.
true.
It's not because we're better than you guys, it's because we just work harder than you guys.
That's
I
not what
mean-
you just said.
What I'm saying is like we work longer. We don't have to take
Okay, you
time
work
outs,
longer,
right?
you don't work harder.
Yes, well,
we
typically
work
we
harder.
do.
You
If
do-
we don't have to
typically you do
take,
work
if we don't have
harder
to take
to
breaks, then we're
also-
Okay,
working
but
harder.
she's
than you
working
guys.
hard producing a child and
But
having
that's not
one.
my that's not my fault.
Okay, it's not hers either.
It is her
It is
fault.
because she's not.
It's her
working as
fault
hard.
that
Did we
she
not
had a
agree at the
child?
beginning of the show that women choose who has sex? Did we not agree with that?
Okay.
Okay, so
yeah.
you chose to have sex.
So if you choose who has sex between us, how can I get you pregnant? How can you get pregnant if you choose not to have sex? That
Okay,
is
but
your
you
decision.
chose to come in her.
Yeah,
Like,
but if you don't
No,
even
no, hold
have
on.
the option
The guy
to
that's
get pregnant,
the guy that got her pregnant came in her, right? That's not my fault. If me and you are at the same job, and I'm out working you because you took a break, that's not my fault.
I'm not saying that it's your fault, but I'm saying that it's something to take into consideration.
Okay, so but
and
I'm
logically,
it's
saying
not
that-
I'm working harder
saying
still.
that- No, because I think
So do you think
that-
it's the woman's fault that she got pregnant?
No, they're saying it like it's the woman's fault that she got pregnant.
You don't think it is?
How do you not
No.
think it is? If I want to have sex with you right now, you're either going to say yes or no. If you say no, there's no way I can
And
have
if you
sex.
say yes, you can be like, wear
But
a
at the same
condom,
time,
get
you're
an
saying that you
abortion.
want a woman who is fertile, who is this and that, but don't have kids because then you're not a hard enough
But
worker.
that's
He's
not
not
what
saying
I-
don't
that's
have
not what I
kids.
just said.
He's
Yeah,
just
you
saying
try to
men are
split
working
it.
harder because they don't have kids. You're taking time to have that kid, so you're not being able to work at that time.
How
So
are you-
he's growing as you're
Unfortunately,
staying
you know,
home.
Yeah,
and
our
working.
unfortunately,
lives
that's how
are
the coin
set up that
Okay,
way.
but how-
the moment we're born a woman, we're born to have kids
But
and
Exactly.
be the wife and carry that role.
But how are you taking my words and trying to switch them around like that?
You do the same thing.
No, I don't. I'm saying if me and you at a job, we're working the same hours,
Mhm.
you're gonna try to keep up with me because women typically do have a disadvantage in a work right, in a workplace.
Yeah.
So you're gonna work as hard as me, right? But you and your boyfriend end up getting pregnant. That's not my fault. And here's how the world works. The world doesn't give a fuck if you got pregnant or not. They just care about who's producing. And typically men are producing because we're not getting pregnant. So this is why men typically are winning out here, and we're also stronger. We're also,
We work more efficiently.
You gotta also understand, like for me and you, right? If we're at the same job, I need to get that money. I need to get that raise because that's my fucking status. That's my value to the world. I'm not gonna let you outbeat me on that because you already have your value. You were born with it. Women have value just because you can reproduce, which is why throughout all of time, the Titanic, everyone said women and children first. And the men just have to fucking drown in the fucking ship. You know what I mean? Why? Because you guys can reproduce. There's more men out there. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. Shout out to you guys, man. Shout out to the chat too. Let's go ahead and get to some of these super chats, man.
Both of these. He said, ladies, guess the body count of the girl next to you.
Ooh, this is tough. These ladies are too honest for that, man. They're too honest. They gave each other 10s, and I want you to start off with you. Guess the body count next to her.
0.
And listen, man, no one should take offense because no one knows but them. So go ahead and guess the body next to her.
Like 6.
6? Okay, cool. Go ahead.
Like 8, 10. Around there.
Go ahead.
Let's see.
And by the way, chat, she said 8 to 10 since she's very soft spoken. What about her?
12.
12. What about her?
Damn, girl. It ain't that high. I'm going to say like 4.
4. God damn it.
Wait, she got the lowest?
All right, cool. I don't want to get my 2 cents into
Yeah,
this.
I don't either. I don't want to get canceled.
Moving
bro.
on. Let's get another one.
We're out of supers.
All right, we're out of supers.
Yeah.
Do me a favor. Let's get to the first video, bro. Shout out to the chat, man. We love you guys. We'll get to the first video.
5 seconds.
What do you guys think our body counts are?
That's a good question.
I'll go
Okay,
first. Let me
go ahead. Just quick and concise,
Yeah,
bro.
8, 2, 13, and 7.
You're very combative and strong, so I would probably say
She seems sexually liberated too.
I would say
Shout out to feminism.
she's somewhere around like 8 to 10. She's probably like around 3, 4. You're probably like around in your 20s because of your age, and then you're probably like mid-teens, maybe like 12 to 15.
Why
Yeah.
are you guys putting me up there like that?
All right. You ready, Anwar?
Yeah, we're ready.
All right, go ahead.
Recommend whole phases after breakups.
It depends on how the breakup went. If
Agreed.
if the guy broke up with a girl, maybe got cheated on,
Yes.
go for it. Why
Go for
not?
it.
Why not go for it and
I
do
think
what
some
you
people
want?
need it. I think it's totally, again, situational. I think some girls like really need to have that, again, affirmation afterwards. But I think that hoe phase, a little
Probably
questionable
why-
because can a guy go through a hoe phase his whole life?
Also, it may not make you feel the best after, but if it's a temporary thing, why not?
But I mean, how could a woman really benefit from getting railed after a breakup by multiple dudes?
How can you benefit from sticking your dick in someone,
I mean, if she's getting an orgasm, then
which doesn't happen every time?
she might be feeling a little bit better.
Do you think sex is the same for guys and gals?
No,
No.
I think guys benefit every time and girls don't.
Do you recommend
All right, cool. Ladies, there was some
Facts.
really good stuff in there, okay? This is a 2-part question, okay? So number 1, do you recommend your friends going through a whole phase after a breakup? Yes or no?
No.
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 I'm going to say no.
Okay, cool. Now, the second part is, if it's more beneficial for the man to have sex, why is it that more women are having sex than men? Because as you see on the video, the women were saying, yo, we don't even climax half the time. So if it's more beneficial for men, they said it's beneficial every time for men, and I would actually agree to that.
Yeah. I would
Why
agree
is it
too.
that more women are having sex than men? Go ahead.
Is that like a fact that more women are having sex than men?
Fact.
That is a fact, yes.
What's the source of that?
Okay, we'll get
fact?
to that in a second.
We wouldn't lie to
Just
you.
give me your
Okay.
opinion.
We're on air.
If women are having more sex than men, I would say it's to I don't know, explore themselves and their bodies.
Okay, now give me a positive one benefit from a woman being sexually liberated and exploring her body.
Knowing what you like, understanding yourself. How do you reach an orgasm?
Oh my God.
You can do that by yourself.
Yeah, you can, but I'm saying that's probably a reason
Gotcha.
why.
Okay. Shout out to you. Wow.
Thank you.
What about you?
Most women are rejecting most men, so obviously men aren't getting laid as much as women, rather than women are getting offered sex 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
So
Correct.
it's just whether she accepts it or not. So more women are having more sex because they get offered more sex.
Okay, cool. What about you?
Are you saying that women have more sex after a breakup, or is this in general?
In
That's what I'm so confused
general,
right now.
I don't know why this is so hard to believe for women, but yes, women are having a lot more sex than men are. As a matter of fact, there's like a fucking 25-30% of men.
I know why it's hard for them to believe.
Well, because they only live in their own reality. But
Yeah, most girls aim for the top percentage of guys who are having a lot of sex. But
Yeah.
those aren't most guys.
Facts. Do you guys understand what he just said?
Yeah.
All you ladies are trying to fuck the same guys. So the guys that you guys don't look at are the guys that work at Taco Bell,
McDonald's,
Papa
the
John,
construction workers,
the guy
blue
that-
collar guys.
Yes, the guy that's probably cleaning the subway, like whatever. All these jobs, picking up the trash, whatever. You guys aren't looking at those type of guys. You guys are looking at the top guys, right? Typically, or you'll hang around somewhere around the middle. Yeah. But sometimes women hang in the middle until they can get to the top. What about you? Why do you think that women are having more sex than men?
Because we're the ones that basically initiate, like let it happen. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Like if we say yes, we're gonna get it.
Yeah.
Guys throw themselves more on women for that.
Yeah.
To have sex than I think women do on men. In a sense, we're more like low key about it. If you throw yourself on me, you let me know you like me. I know I could like flirt with you and I'll get my way too.
Well, yeah, you said women are the gatekeepers of sex, so I think
did.
that is
That's
why they are
why.
having more sex. I
That's
didn't
why they're
understand the question in the beginning, but
we're able to have more
because
sex. We have
we
more options.
hold the
It's not
yes,
that
you
hard
can,
to get
no, you
laid as a
can't.
woman.
I'm sorry, one mic at a time, please.
Sorry.
Well, I was saying because women I feel like a lot of guys will have sex if the opportunity comes up. A lot of women are having the option to choose, and I feel like that's why women would be having more sex than men.
Correct. Okay. Do me a favor, Anwar. Do we have any super chats?
We got some member chats.
Okay. Shout out to the members, man. We appreciate you guys so much, man. Shout out to all you guys donations. Shout out to the super chatters. We appreciate you, man. Make sure you guys super chat. Otherwise, I'll just continue with the questions. But do we have some? Go ahead.
Yeah. Yermeshi asks a simple question for the ladies, but reveals a lot. What are 3 things you respect about men?
Good question.
Oh, shit.
You know what? Let's start off with her first. 3 things that they respect about men. Was that the question?
What are 3 things that you respect about men?
Okay, cool. Shout out to Anwar. Go ahead. 3 things you respect about a man.
A respectable man. I would respect that they could be good fathers.
Okay.
I could respect that they I don't know, they're strong.
Okay. One more.
And that they provide.
Okay, cool. What about you? Give me 3 things.
Can't be the same thing.
No.
Everyone's gonna say the same shit.
That's the same thing.
Good father, provide, protect. Go ahead. Give me 3 things. Just think about the guy that you want to be with. What can he provide for you? This is not that hard, ladies.
What are 3 things that you
I
would
can name
want
off the
in
top of my
guy?
mind 3 things that a woman can do for me, and I really only need 3 things.
That's
go
a
ahead.
fact.
Your list for a guy is way longer.
Vulnerable.
Emotional and vulnerable, I would kind of put in the same spot though.
Same, vulnerable. Protect.
She said that already.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
And we're asking things that you respect about
men.
men.
Yeah, I was confused.
Damn.
You have a dad,
That's
right?
hard. Yeah, I have a
Give
dad.
me 3 things you respect about your dad.
He's a hard worker. He's loving.
Okay.
And he's ambitious.
Okay.
So you don't want that in a guy?
I do. I just didn't.
Cool.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
those are good things.
Yeah.
All right, cool. What about you? Give me 3 things that you respect about a guy.
Honesty, Motivation
Okay.
and courage.
Okay. What about you?
Yeah, what I respect about men, I would say, is the courage to, be in society, having to have that role of a provider put on you all the time. I respect um I respect men who are vulnerable, who have empathy. I respect men who, I don't know, I think I said 3.
You named everything these
Yeah,
girls
girls
named.
just said.
Well,
It's like you
yeah,
picked one from each girl.
because-
You started with her, and then you went to hers, and then you went to hers.
Well, I don't know.
And she was so confident about it too.
Right.
Yeah.
Your father. Give me 3 things you respect about your father.
I respect that he has been there to provide for us. I respect that he is like there as an emotional, person. Even like usually you go to the mother, but I feel like you can also go to your dad. I respect that he has been able to take care of 3 girls and, like be
Okay.
there for us. I don't
It's
know.
funny because all you guys are naming almost like the same traits.
Yeah.
And that's good because men should provide, protect, and provision, right? Those 3 things are typically, they cover everything. Now in return, men don't really ask for too much. Okay. Do we have any other super chats?
Yep. Repo said, "Who's your role model and why?"
Good question. Who's your role model? Could be anyone. Okay, cool. Very profound. Who's your role model?
My mother.
Your mother?
Mhm.
Okay, cool. What about you? Role model.
My mother, my sister.
Okay. What about you?
I'll say my sister.
Your sister. Why is your mother your role model?
She taught me a lot about like the real world. Like she doesn't sit here and like sugarcoat stuff. She tells me this is how it is. This is how it's gonna be. You just have to accept it.
Nice.
She's a really traditional woman. She taught me to be that way.
Cool.
What's that?
Damn, shout out to
Shout
you.
out
I
to
like
your
that. I've always one of my biggest things, and I say this all the time, is the truth comes at a cost, right? The truth may not always be pretty. People may not always want to hear it, but damn, bro, it's like I respect someone that gives me the truth. Even friends, anyone around me, I'd rather them tell me the truth than lie to me and make me feel good. Which is why I'm hated so much, because I tell girls the truth. If you're fat, I'm gonna tell you you're fat. If you're ugly, I'm gonna tell you you're ugly. But yeah, at least you go home respecting me. You know what I mean? So it's pretty cool. Any other super chats?
Yeah, Captain. He said, "Ladies, is there anything wrong with being a housewife?"
Yeah. Is there anything wrong with being a housewife?
No.
No? What about you?
No.
What about you?
No.
No? What about you?
I feel like
Oh, there you go.
I'm glad you
it's
didn't
because
say the
I've
same
been
thing.
there. I've been there.
I
you
feel
know?
like, Go ahead. Tell
I
me
just
what.
feel like it's very, very hard.
Mhm.
It gets tiring, and in a sense, when you're a housewife, you don't really leave. I guess it really depends the circumstances. Because if your man is making good money, then of course you're chilling. You could go out. You could do what you want. But if you're like a normal person, an average person, and you're with an average Joe guy with an average Joe job,
Yeah.
and you guys have kids and you have a roof to provide for, and you're not always making ends meet, obviously it's not fun to be a
Okay.
housewife, and you don't get the chance to just leave your house and like for a couple hours just think about something else. You're there like day and night, cooking, cleaning, dealing with the kids, the same schedule every day. And I don't know, some men out of respect, don't want you going out on the weekends with your friends. So you're also, lacking in those things. So
Yeah.
it's not easy.
Chat, I want to ask you guys for one thing, okay? Change up the question, guys. Okay. You guys are spending money, you guys are sending money. Change up the question, guys, because I get it. These are different girls. They've never been here before, but I don't want to keep asking the same questions. We got Dom, who works really hard with the reels. He's editing all this. So go ahead and change the questions up a little bit, guys. My question to you is, for the 3 ladies that said that there's nothing wrong with being a stay-at-home mom, traditionally, so why is it that most women today don't want to be stay-at-home moms?
I think that a lot of the times you think it's 50-50 when it's not.
You think it's 50-50?
Yeah, like you think that the guy is being the breadwinner and the
Yeah.
woman is holding down the fort, but in reality, the woman is doing a lot more than like she should be, you know.
Okay. That's
I didn't want to click it, but I
That's
really
very-
I was
Okay, that wasn't a good answer. I'm not even gonna lie.
okay. What about you? Why do you think that if it's not a bad thing, if it's not a bad idea, why do you think most women don't want to be housewives?
Because most women don't have the opportunity to, and the men that are offering that to them, obviously it comes with a lot of stuff that feminists have
Yeah.
given the idea to
I
women
like you,
now.
yo. You're
Yeah.
smart.
Who educated you?
And you don't even have a father. That's crazy. Yo, guys, make
So
sure you hit her
from-
up on the DMs, man.
Yeah.
Are you single?
Like, I am.
Okay, yes. Make sure you guys hit her up on the DMs.
Remember, you gotta make 250K.
Oh, fuck
Yeah.
no. God damn. Okay. But go ahead. What were you saying?
Feminists have given women the idea that they don't need men and all this, so that they shouldn't accept these things from men. So the men that are offering these women to be housewives, these women are like, no, I'm not gonna go with your rules.
Yeah. You said something important that women don't have the opportunity to be housewives, but that's because women chose that, right? Women wanted the opportunity to vote and to,
Go into the workforce.
go into the workforce and do all this. Congratulations. Now you guys can't afford rent.
Yep. Now
Um,
inflation happened.
and now you guys are
Now you gotta pay
I'm-
taxes.
Do you understand what we're saying? You don't understand?
You understand more people in the workforce?
You said you make
inflation will
30K.
happen.
I'm sorry. How old are you?
I'm 25.
You're 25. You said you make 30K a year. If you weren't getting help by someone in your family, you wouldn't be able to survive out here in Miami, unless you're living in a rundown place.
I know
Word.
a lot of men out here in Miami who are not surviving, and they're living with their moms.
We're not talking about men. We're talking about women right now. If
Okay.
you want to talk about men, there's a shit ton of shitty guys out there for sure.
Facts.
We're not
And we
sitting.
wouldn't disagree with
We're,
you. what
we're
you're
not
saying,
sitting here
but-
saying that all men are great. Fuck no. There's a shit ton of garbage dudes out there for sure.
Okay, so clarify.
I was very specific.
Yep.
What do you mean?
I mean, you were saying that being a housewife wasn't good because most men aren't meeting these things. So
Exactly.
Exactly. So there's not that many men who are making enough money to provide fully for the woman to be a housewife. So that's why there's not that much of that.
Not
women
only
aren't
Are
going
we
to
talking
settle.
about why it's bad or?
Like women aren't going to settle to be a housewife for a bum.
Mm-mm.
not only that, but you guys want to work, which doesn't make any fucking sense to me. You guys had it good. Women had it good in the fucking 40s and 50s. You guys were at home.
Is
and
that you feel like you have no purpose? Is you're speaking out of like from a position where I don't know. For me, it's more personal because I am a mom, so I have been the housewife,
Okay.
and I know that my life is like revolving around my kids all the time. So
As
when
it
it comes
should.
to
So you know that's a job.
it is a job, yes, but there's also interest. If you like, I have my own interests. I like to do different
You
things.
gave that up when you had kids. It's not about you anymore.
But that's the thing. Once you have
But guess
kids, you
who
give it
decided
up.
to have the kids? You did. Because until no, hold on. Because until recently, Roe versus Wade just happened recently. So you had all the power. So you decided to have those kids. That was your decision.
Yeah, and I'm grateful for my kids and I love them.
Right. You also
But
before that.
I'm saying it is challenging.
Yes, but
know,
you
and-
chose that is what I'm saying. And
Of
also
course.
before you had the kids.
I mean, you can't choose that.
Exactly. And what I'm saying is even before you had the kids, you chose to have sex with the person that got you pregnant.
Of course.
So it always comes down to the woman's decision. But what I find funny is women come on here and they're like, "Oh, but we're oppressed, and I'm a single mom or whatever the case is." And it's like, where's the accountability? You chose to open your
I'm not
legs.
saying I never said it wasn't.
And again,
I
we're
never
speaking
said
in
it
general,
wasn't.
right? But
yeah,
you
but
just
I'm
happen to
saying
fit
it's
into that
not-
category.
I'm just saying from being in that point of view, I'm just giving you that perspective because you would never know what that would feel like.
I wouldn't know
You
what
would-
what feels like.
To
To
get
be a
pregnant, to
housewife. Of
have
course,
kids,
yeah.
to be the housewife,
Okay.
to your life.
And it wasn't
be
that great
paused.
if people
you,
revolted back in the
you,
day.
You could live your life freely. You're a man. You're
Uh-huh.
not gonna. You have kids, and you go about your day. You wake up every day, and you go to work, and you do what you want.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I'm saying is from my perspective, it's not fun.
Okay. You said
And
that
I chose it. Yes. Am I dealing with it? Yes.
Okay.
Do I love it? I do.
but you can't sit here
But
and complain about it because like
I'm
men
not
But
like
I think
I'm
unless
not
you're the
complaining
person in the
about it.
situation, then
I'm really
you
not.
don't have any weight in saying how
I'm-
it's
I actually
That's-
do.
that's-
I actually do.
But that's
Why
what
do
I'm
you?
trying to
I
say.
actually do because like
Okay.
she's on my show. She's complaining about her situation.
I'm not complaining about my
But
situation.
you're asking in general, no?
You're asking in general, and I'm saying from a male's position, just like how you guys speak on, women's positions, I'm just making a comment from men's positions, they wouldn't have to deal with that. And I'm not complaining. It's not something I'm tired of or I
Can
don't
men
want to
get
do.
pregnant?
No, they cannot.
That's not our fault.
Okay.
Okay, so what I'm saying is,
So
you
say-
what I'm
just
saying is,
you're never gonna understand.
okay, and,
Yeah,
and I
you
get
can't
that.
just accept.
I understand that
Okay,
I
so then
can't
we
get
can move
pregnant.
past the
Well, no, we
conversation if you
can't.
get
First
it.
of all, we're gonna do whatever the fuck I say because this is
That's
my show.
fine.
All right. Number one.
There's no need to be rude.
Okay, well then, like, stop trying to cut me off and direct the show. Like, this is my show.
Okay.
You understand that? Number
That's
two, like, you chose to have a baby. You chose to do that.
Mhm.
What I'm saying is, women had it good in the past, and you say, well, there's no purpose. I feel like I have no purpose, but that's the greatest purpose that you could have is being a mother.
Of course.
That's
feel
literally the
like-
biggest.
I mean,
Can
idea.
I say something?
Go ahead.
I feel like if you're the person outside of that position, like let's say that back in the day, slavery, of course, the slave owners were like, you had it good to the slaves. But if they did
Slavery
have it
and
good,
being pregnant is
What
not
okay,
the
but
same
I-
thing,
I'm-
bro.
can I continue?
That's a
But
terrible
if
analogy.
if they did have it good, then they wouldn't want freedom. And if the women did have it good being housewives, then they wouldn't want to work.
Y'all don't want to
okay,
work.
hold on,
Yeah.
hold on.
And a
No,
lot of
You
women.
have the thing is, I'm saying you have to give people the option. There's some people out there that want to be a
the
housewife,
slaves
and there's
had
some
no
people that
choice.
don't.
Okay,
Okay.
Yes,
hold
I
on.
had a choice.
The women
understand.
didn't
Okay,
have a choice
women
either.
Hold
had
on,
a
bro.
choice.
Bro, I said one mic at a time.
Okay.
I get it. I'm gonna let you talk. Slaves didn't have a choice. They weren't like, yo, you want to be a slave, bro? Okay, come on. Like, that's not how it works. She had a choice between picking, am I gonna sleep with this guy? Unprotected sex. Am I gonna let this guy come inside me? Am I gonna have this baby, which I could take plan B for? Abortion pills, all this type of shit that she could have done. Even then, maybe she has a baby. She doesn't want to take the baby's life away. She can adopt. There's a shit ton of fucking things that women can do. For men, we don't have those type of, safety nets. So what I'm saying is, number one, you're talking about having a purpose. Yes, I'm not a woman. Yes, I can't get pregnant. But you're talking about having a purpose. I'm telling you, there's women out here that can't have kids. That is the best thing you can do in life. And I'm not telling you not to have a life. What I'm saying is that's the best thing you can do. Be a
No,
mom.
Yeah, and I'm not disagreeing. I mean, not once have I said I don't like it on here. I really love my life and I love my kids. And an ideal situation for me, if I marry a rich guy and I could be home and take care of my kids, I would do that. But if he's at that level where I could be like, hey, I also need to do my nails, my hair. I need to, find that time. Can we get a nanny? Can, somebody do maintenance?
So
like
you,
that,
you
I would be
didn't
living
enjoy it
great.
because you were with a brokey. All right, that's what
No,
it is.
my
That's what
thing,
it
my
sounds
thing
like.
is, though, and
We're
I get,
young too.
look, I get it. Look,
It's a different time.
I understand, but you're 25. I don't know how old your kids are, but what I'm saying is, you also choose who you have sex with.
Of course.
It always comes down to the woman's decision. Like, you can't sit here and say, well, you're not in her shoes, so you can't talk. All I'm saying is, I have 4 sisters, and my sisters just happen to make pretty smart decisions. The guys that they have kids with, they got married to, they provide for them, for their kids. My thing is, why didn't you choose a guy like that? That was your decision. Because I don't know if maybe your mom came and was like, no, you're gonna have sex with him and you're gonna have kids with him. Like, that's not how typically it
No.
happens.
I mean, it's just personal experiences that everybody goes through. Not everybody makes a different choice. Everybody's presented similar options, and we all choose what path we want to pick. And sometimes at a young age, you're not mentally there, which is what I had said kind of earlier, that I agree and disagree with somebody being older and dating younger, because mentally at the moment, I didn't comprehend how big of an impact
weight
it
of
would
your
be.
choices would-
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Okay.
So, I mean, it is what it is.
Okay, so let me ask you guys a question, okay? It kind of relates to what we're talking about. Outside of the United States, do you think that women are happy with being stay-at-home moms? We'll start off with you. Majority of the women.
We're talking in general.
Outside of the United States, because we know that the United States is the most free country. We have sexually liberated feminists over here. Would you say that outside of the US, typically most women are actually happy just being stay-at-home moms?
I would say yes, because I would be happy too.
Okay. What about you?
Yes and no.
Yes and no. Interesting. You want to break us down on that?
Hold on, I'm telling you, back up because you're breathing into the mic.
I'm shivering.
No, you good. You good.
I'm sorry. You said yes and no. Why?
Yes, because that's what they're used to, and they don't have the freedom or opportunity. That's what I mean by used to. Like,
I know.
they don't have the freedom or opportunity to do what we do here.
I
Be
understand.
depressed.
No, I say no
I
also
like that you
because
said
they
that.
can, you know, a lot of us come from immigrant parents. A lot of them come here to have a better life, you know.
Uh-huh.
And because they don't want to be in that position. Some people are comfortable with that, some people are not, because they don't have the resources, you know.
Yeah. You think if we brought all the women from the Middle East, that they're typically traditional over there, they're very submissive, they love being mothers. I don't know what it is about every other country besides the US where women love being fucking mothers. You know what I mean? Women here are very depressed being moms for some reason. But you think if we brought those women over here, they would choose to not be mothers?
I think
No,
I'm sorry?
no, like they would still be mothers.
But you said they don't have the opportunity. So if we bring them to the United States and give them the same opportunities you have, TikTok, Instagram, let's say we give them everything you have, you think they would still choose to be moms or not?
Yeah, they'll still be a mother, but they have the opportunity to do more than what they're already doing.
Like you said that yes and no in the beginning is what you answered. And you said the reason why is because they don't have the opportunities, correct?
Yes.
Okay. But now
When
you're
they're
saying
there, but now you're saying when they're here.
yeah. So which is what I'm saying. I'm saying if you brought them here, you said they would still choose to be mothers, is what you're saying.
They still have the.
No, I'm saying
have
they
more
would
opportunity
still
now.
be a mother, as in they're gonna take care of theirs, but they have better opportunity.
But that's what I'm saying is outside of the United States, women are very happy with what they do. And women in the United States are so free and liberated. They have all these options. You can work as much as you want. You can have 3 jobs. And in the US, these are facts here. Women are more depressed now than ever. Women are more likely to self-delete themselves than ever. Anwar, you want to go ahead and tell them what else, bro?
I mean, we have the lowest marriage rates, highest divorce rates. But yeah, most 28% of people or women specifically, are on antidepressants. That's the highest in the world. It's the highest ever in time.
There's more obesity here in the US. There's more women empowerment where it's like, you know, accept me as I am. We talked about Lizzo.
Yeah, definitely Lizzo.
Fat ass cow. Where, you know, all the women would sit here and say that she's beautiful the way she is. And I look at her, she's like 300 plus pounds. Like, I'm like, no, she's not, bro.
Yeah, it's a health risk.
It's a health risk. Like, she can have a stroke at any fucking moment. And women are like, no, yes, queen, you're fine the way you are. We're like, there's a big problem with that. You don't like what I'm saying at all.
Lizzo is comfortable in her body.
Yeah?
She has
Yeah.
a man.
She can have a man. I don't give a fuck.
No, but I'm saying
She's
like,
not attracted to the
happy.
average man, though, is what I'm saying. And my thing is, when you sit here and say Lizzo's comfortable on her own, how do you know? Do you know her? She's 300 plus pounds. Go ahead and call her right now.
On that fucking
Would you be
stage. She's not
comfortable with 300
with
plus
that.
pounds? Yes or no?
Can't even walk up some steps.
So how do you know
I
if
will
she's
never-
so how do you know if she's happy in her own skin?
Well, based off of
Based
her-
off what Instagram shows you? Based
what
off what
she
social
shows
media?
on her.
Okay, are you gonna go? Are
platform.
you gonna go on Instagram and show your best, your worst sides?
I
Are you-
have before.
Okay.
But not all people do
Not
that.
all
She's not
people
gonna
do
put
that.
her depressed about her body out there.
Yeah, the exception
And it's
doesn't
not
make
so
the
much,
rule.
oh, like it's just not healthy.
You know what I find funny? Every time I go to the club, I never record, but the people who are recording are the people not having fun. They record, they're like, yeah, about. They put that phone down, right back sad.
Oh, absolutely. You see this every day, ladies. Come on, don't fake. How many times have you been out around friends, family members? You go to dinner, you go to the club, wherever it is, and people are like, oh, yeah. And then they put that phone down. It's depression. Okay? They want that instant gratification. They want those likes. They want those comments. But after that, it's fucking depressing. I've done that shit myself. Okay? I'm pretty sure you guys have all done it too. Okay? We live in a fucked up society. Society's telling you guys, go ahead and be sexually liberated. Fuck whoever the fuck you want. Go ahead and catch HIV. Get an STD. It's okay, girl. We got medicine for that. Okay? While in other parts of the world, women are actually valuing their fucking virginity. Okay? They're okay with being submissive. They want to be mothers to kids. And in the US, you guys don't want that shit. And yet you're depressed and you're wondering why. You're smiling over here.
That's just funny.
Okay. All right, man.
Real quick, Leo said Lizzo tried to lose weight and her fans called her fat phobic.
All right,
But
moving
y'all
on.
also understand men want those women more. They have more value to add to for themselves, and the guys are more likely to want to provide for that woman because she has more
You know what I
value.
find funny is that you're sitting here saying she's happy, she's got a man. Okay, the fattest bitch out there can get a man. That's not impressive to me. Okay, when I think about a girl that I want next to me, I'm not thinking about a girl that looks like Lizzo. I'm looking for a girl that looks like you guys. Typically, pretty good shape, young. You know what I mean? I'm not looking for a fat chick. She could be 19 and fat, and I still don't want her. That's not attractive to me. Women are a reflection of their men, which is why men care about, like, are you going out to the club? Are you gonna, do you have male friends? Because like you're a reflection of me. Make sense?
Makes sense, but that's your preference.
I mean,
Do you think that's the majority of men?
men's preference? No, don't do that. Because if we lined up Lizzo, we had Lizzo here and we had you, right? 100, we bring 100 guys in. 98% of them would say they want you over Lizzo. Yes or no? Why? Because you're prettier, right? More fit. Your body looks better.
Ginger, what do you get? Ginger, one question for you. What do you get out of encouraging that type of lifestyle for a person like Lizzo? Like what? So what? You're nice. So the fuck what? Like, what do you get out of it? Can you move back a little bit real quick just so I can see her? Go ahead.
What do you mean, like
what do you get? Like, what? Why are you fighting this battle so hard? Well, that's your preference. Hell yeah, that's my preference. I don't want a fat bitch. Well, so what I'm saying is, why are you fighting so hard for that?
Because, like I said, it's your preference. Like,
she doesn't have to get anything out of it.
There's people there's people that love women who are overweight or women who are underweight. Like, it doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
I understand where you're coming from when you're saying majority of men do not prefer a woman who is overweight. But I just feel like if you're comfortable, if that man is comfortable, like, I just don't see.
Before the show, we spoke about generalities, right? And you just said that most men wouldn't want a woman like her. My thing is, okay, cool. There's a few exceptions of weird ass fucking dudes who have fat fetishes. There's dudes that have feet fetishes. There's dudes that like women that are fucking old. There's women that like women that have 4 or 5 kids. That shit is all weird to me. Most men don't like that shit. Okay. Now, the problem is you'll meet a few and you're like, oh yeah, most guys are like this. No, that's very untrue. And my thing is, as women, you guys are very powerful in a way that you guys are very influential to each other. You guys literally gave each other the worst fucking advice. You know what I mean? Like, the one person that I feel like has a pretty good mind on the table is her. Because, I mean, you've heard her the whole show. She's pretty logical. You guys are going off your feelings. You said women were better than men. Then you retracted that and said, actually, we're pretty even now, right? And you said everybody was a 10, which is false. Not even we're 10s. There's no 10s.
There's no way.
10 means you're perfect. There's no one that's perfect. Okay? You're going off of loving yourself. Okay? Like, Lizzo should love herself. She's happy the way she is. No, the fuck she's not. She's 300 plus pounds. I guarantee you she can't even get off the fucking bed when she wakes up. That's not a fucking happy lifestyle.
And like Allwart just said, she tried to lose weight because she's not happy. She doesn't want to be fat.
Yeah, if she was so happy, why is she losing weight? Why is she trying to lose weight if she's so happy?
That's what she wants to do.
That's what she wants to do. Yeah.
How about this? Happy.
Yeah. Okay. And I understand that, but and to you, my issue with you is you're a great person. You're smart, obviously, but like, you having kids, you're already at a disadvantage. You're 25, headed towards 30. You know what I mean? Most men don't want women with kids. It's a very huge turnoff for men.
No, I mean, right now, from what I've seen since I've been single, is like, I'm fuckable, and
recreational use.
Yeah, not even. I mean, whatever. They just want to fuck me, and they'll.
That's what they're saying.
Yeah, they will never really wife me.
Yeah,
because it comes with the responsibilities that I have 3 kids.
Yeah, and it's 3 kids.
I was about to say that.
I have.
If you had one, I have
twins.
If you submissive, you could clean
3 kids. Shout out to you.
Yeah, shout out to you because you don't look like you have 3 kids.
Mom,
yeah. But understand, ladies, that we try to be very open-minded here, but we have to tell you how men think, right? You guys are gonna tell us how women think. That's fine. a lot of the times what I find is that women don't ever take time to think like men. Okay, because it's hard being a fucking woman. Fuck, that shit is hard.
Facts.
I have 4 sisters. That shit is hard. Okay, and then also, essentially, if you're not beautiful, you have to work really hard to somehow make yourself look beautiful. This is why the fucking makeup industry will never go out of business. Okay, women are always trying to take themselves to another level. These filters, this is why all these filters on social media are fucking booming.
Those shits are fucking crazy.
Because like they fucking make you guys look better. Okay, anything that makes you guys look better is gonna fucking be popular out here. Now that's really hard because for women that are born ugly, like what can you fucking do? Now I always tell women go to the gym because that helps a lot. You know, being in fit, like guys love fit girls. Guys don't like girls that are fat, contrary to your belief.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and get to some of these super chats.
Yeah, we got a bunch. Let's see. Kish said, "Can a woman be traditional/conservative if she has a large body tattoo or large body tattoos?"
That's a good question. What do you think about that?
Can she be what?
Traditional conservative.
If she has large
Do you
body
know what that
I
is?
mean, yeah, conservative. I know what conservative means. I know. I mean, yes, you can be conservative and have tattoos. I don't think those are two separate things. Like that shouldn't be like. Of course, more people who are more conservative don't go and get tattoos, but I feel like you can have tattoos and still have conservative views.
Okay. What about you? What do you think?
I think they can. I consider myself a traditional woman, and I have tattoos, and it doesn't change what I do, my mindset, or any of that.
Okay. What about you?
I agree with him. I don't have any tattoos, but it shouldn't change the way you view someone.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm losing my voice.
What about you? What do you think?
I don't think tattoos define the person.
Okay. Thanks for being honest, ladies. Any other ones?
Yeah, both of these said, "Ladies, guess each other's weight."
They're not big here, man. So
Yeah,
it's, that's,
you know, the other girl I should have used this.
that
But
shouldn't
over
be hard.
9,000.
she would have cried though. And, I would've
Yeah,
gotten in
this is
trouble
definitely
again.
one of the best panels we've had.
That's a fact.
In the last week. So shout out to the ladies on the panel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll move on.
moving on. Go ahead.
Shout out to Geek Man. He did two $10 super chats with the same question.
Shout out to my boy,
Shout
bro.
out to you, bro.
He said, "Ladies," and we kind of already covered it, honestly. "Ladies, why are men shamed for wanting young, submissive baddies a natural desire, but women who want tall, rich chads also a natural desire, they get glorified?"
Yeah, shout out to you, man. Also, become a member, bro, so we can get you highlighted on the chat and you don't get missed out, homie. Shout out to you. We did kind of cover this, but I like the way that he went ahead and asked this.
Let me just tell Onward.
Go ahead.
If he does say something again, since he donated twice, just read it.
Gotcha.
So why are men shamed for essentially wanting the same things just backwards? Go ahead.
I guess because men are looked upon that they need to work and hustle and, be ambitious. So I guess that's why it's looked at as a bad thing if he's just trying to find the way up, the easy way up with somebody who may have more money and maybe older.
No, actually, that's not what the question was at all.
Yeah,
What's the
what you said was correct, but that wasn't the question.
Yeah.
The question is, why are men shamed for wanting young, submissive baddies a natural desire, but women who want tall, rich chads also a natural desire, they get glorified? So basically, the world encourages you guys, get the best guy you can get, but when we want young, submissive baddies, it's like, no, that's...
Ladies, you guys are all
I don't have a problem.
ladies, you guys are all beautiful here. You guys are all smart, right? When you look for a potential mate, you're looking for certain qualities. Okay, you're not looking for a guy that's 300 pounds, like Ginger said. Okay, you're typically looking for a guy that is taller than you because height matters for women. Okay, when you put them heels on, you don't want to be taller than your guy, right?
Facts.
That's a fact. Also, a guy that's taller than you will give you the feeling that, hey, this guy can protect me, right? It comes down to like that instinct that we have. We just want to be with like the good partner. Like there's a reason why men are going for pretty women, because we're thinking reproduction.
Exactly. I want to build my legacy.
That woman's beautiful. I would love to have kids with her. Opposed to a fat bitch like Lizzo, that woman's fat as fuck. I don't want to be with her. My kids would be fat as fuck. She probably doesn't take care of herself. If she doesn't take care of her weight, that means she doesn't give a fuck about herself. I would rather have a woman that does care about herself, care about her body, care about her looks. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Cool. I know I'm hitting you really hard right now because you don't like this shit.
I'm listening.
Okay, shout out to
That's
you.
all we ask.
Now, on the opposite end, men really don't like. We really just want that your beauty and submissiveness. You know, women want guys that are tall, earn good money, can protect you, would
Good
be willing,
leaders.
good leaders,
Charismatic.
would be willing to die for you. In return, we're just like, bro, look good, be submissive, don't cheat on me, don't make me look bad, don't need any money from you, don't need much, just fucking cook and clean, look good when we go out. I want to introduce you to my family. Don't embarrass me.
So yeah, it all comes down to three things: respect, loyalty, and good sex.
But men are shamed for that because we should accept women as they are. That woman has 50 bodies, you should love her as she is. That's embarrassing for a guy. If a woman has 50 bodies and I'm dating her, you could be the most submissive, beautiful woman. You can be smart. You can be amazing, but you got 50 bodies. 50 men fucked you and didn't want you. Why should I be the 51st to want you? That's a problem with older women. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, with the whole body count and stuff, like people can easily lie about that. So why is it something that you even consider?
That's true.
In
You can
choosing
tell
a
by how a
partner?
girl fucks the world, how she speaks, how she carries
Well,
herself.
I feel like a lot of girls fake orgasm, so you can't really base that
Yo,
off of.
if
you
she's
No, I'm
very-
talking
telling,
about the
you know?
skill in the
It's like
bedroom.
what
No,
she
I
knows
know.
how to do. I know. But
If
I'm
she's
saying,
very
like,
friendly
she
and-
could easily just pretend to be naive and
You can't.
virginal.
The guy's
you
gonna know. If you're very friendly out in
But
public, I
that's
know
like
you're a
saying
slut.
that the more people you have sex with, the looser you are. That's not true, even
Jay,
scientifically.
I 100% agree with you that women can lie about a body count, and
Men
if we're
too,
being
yeah.
honest, women typically do lie about body count. You have no idea how many women have come on the show and said my body count is only 4, and someone hit us up on the chat and said her body count is actually 12. I'm her best friend.
Yeah.
Or you know what I mean? So like women, there's a reason why women don't want to tell men how many men they've slept with, because that shit is embarrassing.
Yeah, it's frowned upon.
However, society tells you the opposite. Go ahead, fuck whoever the fuck you want, man. That's a win for you guys. It's not. Now, you said something very specific. You said women also don't want a guy that has a high body count. Correct? You're actually wrong about that. Women actually love men with experience.
Yep.
You don't want a guy that's a virgin. That's a fact. On the opposite end, I would love for my girl to be a virgin. Fuck yeah.
Guys pay for that shit.
100%. There's guys out there literally paying $4 or $5 million to go to a family and say, I would love to marry your daughter. She's a virgin. She's this age. I would love to give her a future, blah, blah, blah. But in America, we're like, fuck whoever the fuck you want, girl. Go ahead. Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, fucking, I don't know who else.
Nicki
Like Nicki
Minaj.
Minaj. Like all that shit is not
Selena
fucking
Gomez,
attractive,
we
right?
start going down.
Yeah. So we're different in that way, ladies. And when it comes to what you said, it's like you don't want a guy that's a virgin. Let's be honest. You want a guy that's gonna lead you.
Yeah.
Wom-
Plus,
wom-
it shows that he doesn't get any girls.
Yes.
Exactly.
And women will like guys that get girls, or that most girls want him, right?
Because if the girls don't want him, there's something wrong with him. He's probably not ambitious. He probably doesn't have any potential. He doesn't look good, etc., etc.
Yeah. Shout out to the chat, man. We love you guys. We see you guys
Yeah, we
hanging
got
in
a
here
ton
with
of
us.
supers.
Let's get to the super chats. Shout out to my man Geek Man. Shout out to you.
Yeah, shout out to you, Geek Man. Ask another question. Repo said, what do you consider a high value woman?
And shout out to the ladies too. You guys have been amazing. What do you consider a high value woman?
A woman who loves herself.
I'm sorry.
I like that.
I'm so sorry.
She hates that ex, bro. Okay. A woman who loves herself. What about you? What do you consider a high value woman?
A woman who can cook, clean, knows how to be a mother, submissive.
You're single?
Yeah, right. It's because there's not a lot of guys making 250.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's what it is, bro.
Yo, Dr. Kish, hit her up, bro.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. What about you?
Damn, you took the words out of my mouth.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I want to look like
Serious,
Lizzo. You
because
gotta take
guys
me the
talk
way I
about this
am.
on the other podcast. So, yeah, like a woman who's submissive. Damn, I'm trying to think of whatever she didn't say.
So basically the same things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
cool.
what a woman's supposed to bring to the table.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, high value men.
Are you coming around?
What do you mean?
Is she coming around? Is she like we saving lives out here? All right.
She
What
sees the
about
light.
you? What about you? What makes a high value woman?
I guess a woman that can nurture.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Does a lot.
Yeah, I mean, men don't really ask for too much.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate that most men actually settle, and the reason why I say most men settle is because most men, you beautiful women, aren't looking at most men, and so most men are gonna take the girl that is looking at him and say, well, these out of all my options, this is the best one, right? So it's like I'm gonna try to give her the world, when in reality a guy might want to be with a girl like you or you know. So it's very unfortunate, but yeah, men do settle. Typically women, they end up marrying or dating guys way above their fucking brackets.
Yeah, you don't hypergamy is real. You're not
Oh,
gonna date down at
absolutely.
all.
Yeah.
You know you're beautiful. You're not gonna date a guy that's making
There's a
40K.
reason why you, who you're 19, you said 18, you're making 30K a year. There's a reason why a guy that actually makes 250, 300K a year will come and date you.
Facts.
Because unfortunately, which technically fortunately for you, like beauty and youth are your currency.
Yeah. You have value.
But you know, on the other hand, you might take that guy who's making 300K a year seriously, but a guy that makes 30K a year, you may be like, damn, this guy really doesn't have much to offer me.
And then that guy's usually gonna get the prettiest girl he can get, and she's gonna be a little
Absolutely.
more dominant.
Yeah.
She's gonna be like, why am I cleaning? Why am I cooking? Why can't you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we make the same.
But here's the thing, we don't care. Like, fuck that dude. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because he hasn't earned that. So I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, that dude deserves you. And this is the problem that I have with women is that, oh, you should just love the woman the way she is. But men don't get the same like convenience. You can't just sit here and say, well, that dude deserves you because he's a good guy. You should love him the way he is. We're like, no, dude, go work hard, earn your shit, and then come back and date a woman like you. You know what I mean? The
Facts.
world is not fair. And women have no problem telling men that the world is not fair. But when it comes to women, it's like, oh, but you know, you should love her the way she... No.
Yes, queen.
That's not how it
Slay.
works. Shout out to the chat, man. Any other super chats?
Yeah. Let's see. Repo said 3 kids. Same baby daddy?
Same baby daddy?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
I was with him for like 8 years.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Shout out to him.
Shout out to him.
Yeah,
And-
shout out
and-
to
You should go
I hold
rekindle
it
that.
down.
Yeah, you gotta go back.
No.
I don't want to. I don't want to
to
get too deep into that because I was just wondering like why the fuck didn't that work out? Because I mean I get it. Like a lot of times in the show we tend to like ask a girl because the guy's not here, but sometimes dudes are just shitty dads or shitty people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, 8 years.
But I would say that if you invested that much into a guy, it's like why not just make that shit work? You know what I
Facts.
mean? If you guys broke up because he cheated on you or whatever it is, like I tell women all the time on the show, it's really hard for a woman to please a man for the rest of his life. Okay, men typically back in the day we wanted to conquer, we were going to war, we were fucking taking over cities and all that shit. We can't do that nowadays. So this is why you see a lot of guys playing video games. In that video game, that dude's conquering. We have this innate feeling within us that we just want to fucking conquer. This is why sex is so important to us.
It's the instant gratification.
When guys are having sex with women, we are conquering you, whether you guys like to believe it or not. I hate when women come on here, but I had sex with him too. Yo, I laugh when women come on here and they're like, oh no, I fucked him.
Right? Like, are you
No,
dumb?
you did not, baby girl. He fucked you.
Like, shit, I heard
I
you
like to
screaming
say-
in my boy's room the other night.
I like to say that we fuck men when they don't make us have an orgasm. Like when you leave without an orgasm, you fucked him because he came, but you didn't.
Yeah, but here's the thing. The reality is he fucked you and you
I know
got
he
nothing
did,
out of it.
but
You know what I mean?
as a joke.
Yeah.
You know.
And that's cool. Like you ladies can joke around and try to make yourselves feel better about certain things. But the reality
Sometimes you
is,
have to.
and that's cool, but that's called delusion.
Fine. I'll be delusional then.
Okay,
'cause-
be delusional, but then you end up in certain situations where you know it's very unfavorable for
Yeah,
you, and you
it
sit here
is.
and you're like, "Fuck, how did I end up here?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shout out to the chat, man. Do we have any super chats?
Yeah, Daniel said, ladies, which one of you do you think they're gonna use as a thumbnail title with some BS talking shit about you?
Nah, bro, this is a good panel. We've had a crazy fucking week, Daniel, but this is actually a really good
I know
panel.
who Dom is gonna
I'm
be.
not gonna lie.
I know who Dom is
Dom,
gonna be.
I'm not
do your
gonna
thing,
lie.
Dom.
I'm not gonna
We
lie.
know.
There is one lady in a panel that is.
We know.
You know what? It's two actually, but we'll see. Shout out to you, Daniel. Any other ones?
Daniel also another one. He said, would you consider a girl who is 135 pounds fat?
130.
Good question.
What's her
I'm-
height?
You need a height.
What's
yeah.
her height?
Yeah, that
I'm
matters, bro.
135.
Because here's the thing. Height like depends on like what.
Exactly.
Like if you're 5'5" and you're 135, you're gonna look fat. But if you're 6 feet or 5'8", you know what I mean? Like it's just gonna look different. But shout out to you. That's a good question. Any other ones?
Kiss, she said she can easily lie to the Sims, but the real G's know true body count. When you play the game on a high level with those apex predators, they know.
I 100% agree with that, ladies.
That's
These,
what. Go ahead.
these high value men, you got to understand they have a lot of women.
Yeah, they deal with so many.
So
They're
many
gonna pick
women.
up on
Yeah.
every little thing.
That's why I said the way you talk, I'm going to know. Like your slang, et cetera, et cetera.
Ladies, I'm not gonna lie to you. Even the way a girl kisses me tells me a lot. Like that shit tells me a lot.
She bites on my fucking lip, bro.
If she's fucking like rubbing my body down and doing all this, bro, like I know.
I think you would know.
I know, and it's also like women aren't the only people or things with intuition. Like guys have a pretty good intuition most of the time too. You know, so shout out to the guys, man. Any other ones?
Both of these had a replacement for his question. He said, ladies, would you rather be with a loyal guy making 50K or Chad/Tyrone making 100K?
Okay, we could run through this very quick.
Yeah, very quick.
50K
loyal guy or a high value guy who might cheat on you?
I'm probably gonna get looked at for this, but I would stay with 50K for a loyal guy.
Okay. What about you?
I like loyalty.
Damn. I've been with both, so
which one was better?
I feel like the high value men, at least from my experience, they were just too controlling.
Okay.
And I don't like being controlled.
You like going to the club?
No, it has nothing to do with the club. It's just don't control me. Like I went out with this guy one time, really quick. He was ordering like the whole menu for me. Like,
oh, I love that.
I don't like that. I don't like when like
you don't like when a man orders for you?
It's not that. I would read a menu, like he wouldn't give me a chance to look at the menu.
Oh no, I got
and
you.
He would just be like, well, I want you to have this, so I'm getting you this.
Yeah, because he's been there before and he knows what's good.
I would say
no,
I get where you're coming
just...
from. I get where you're coming from, especially if you're just dating and he hasn't really gotten to know you. Like, how can he really know like your preferences? You know what I mean? Like what type of food you eat. You may not like pork, you may not like chicken, whatever. But typically, men like to feel in control, and I think that's actually kind of cute, to be honest. Like, like if a guy wants,
needed,
but when is it needed and when is it not? You know what I mean? Like based off your feelings.
No, it's just I don't like being controlled. Like there's a difference between, like, okay, if he ordered for me, hey, like I think you might like this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get this for you. Like
I think it was the guy himself wasn't that guy.
Yeah, like no,
I agree.
He was just really controlling.
You know what? I would agree with Anwar. What basically what Anwar is saying is, for that guy, the right guy, you wouldn't mind, because here's the thing: a guy like me, I may go to a place and I've been there and I might like the food, be like, yo, I'm gonna order you this, and if you don't like it, fuck it, I'll order you something else. But like I know this is really good. Like and typically when women come on here and they say, "Oh, I don't like the guy. He's too, he's too controlling. He's too this. He's too that." I get it. There are some very toxic dudes out there, but most men, they want to protect you. Like for instance, situation earlier today in the day. Okay, coming back from the gym, I'm with a girl. Okay, elevator full of guys. She's like, "Oh, we can make it in there." I'm like, "No, we can't." No, we can't make it in there. Oh, well, we can fit. And I'm like, no, we can't. And my thing is, I'm looking and thinking at the situation from a different thing. We're going in there, there's a shit ton of men. There's no room. So you're going to be standing right in front of a dude.
Yeah.
If that dude touches you or says something slick or looks at you some type of way, I'm putting myself in a situation where I might have to fight.
Nah, I'm
but what I'm saying is if it happens, if the disrespect happens, right? Like women don't think like that. So typically what I say is men are trying to avoid situations. Women just go into things thinking that the world is just fucking like la la land. You know what I mean? You guys don't worry about your surroundings. You're not worried about, can I get robbed here? Can I get fucking stabbed here? Can someone take advantage of me here? You don't worry about that, because typically women are so coddled in life that you usually have had someone to be there for you when you needed them. Men, however, typically don't have the same privileges. So for me, I never even had a mother or a father. Like I grew up in group homes and shelters and fucking jail. So like I know what it's like. Even to this day, when I go to eat with a girl or with my girl, I'm like, I'm sitting here. I have to watch my surroundings.
Yeah,
I have to make sure if something happens, I gotta protect you. Like that's how men think typically, right? Women are like, oh yeah, let's just go to Komodo and blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Like it's different for us. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And it could be different too. Like it could be with your friends. You may think, oh, I have guy friends and they're just my friends. They don't care about me. I may be like, no, that guy wants to fuck you. I know he wants to fuck you. Right? It's just
like,
certain
no,
situations.
Like,
yeah,
like you may think that, but like Like I have a guy best friend.
Ah,
like-
shit.
You wouldn't
Okay.
think he want to
His literally
fuck?
You don't think he wants to fuck you?
No.
Okay. You're a very beautiful woman. I think if you gave that man the right circumstances, I think he would take that. Okay. The problem is women sit here and say that men won't do that. And we've done it time and time again on this show where we've had a girl literally call her friend, her best friend, and the dude's answered, and she's like, "Oh, you know what? I've always liked you. I want to go ahead and sleep with you." And the guy's like, "Are you fucking serious?"
Yeah, he was like, for sure.
"For sure." He's like, "I'll come and beat it up right now." So
Yeah,
like,
word.
we've seen it happen time again. And then, am I saying that it's not possible? It is possible. You can have guys friends that may not want to have sex with you, but I still say that like if you given the right opportunity, guys will take it.
If you're all drunk, you just came home from the club. Oh, you can sleep in my bed with me. Yeah,
Mhm.
It'll just happen.
that shit's happening.
So with the controlling situation, I find it that most women I feel like they're being controlled are women that are not really ready to settle down yet. Because for the right guy, that shit, you'll find that attractive. You'll be like, damn, this dude, like, yo, I won't even let her fucking go to the store by herself. Oh, I need to go get gas. I'm going with you. Oh, I need to go to, I'm going with you.
Shit, I'm not even letting my girl pump gas. Shit,
Like,
give me your
yeah,
keys.
I'm paying for that shit. I'm pumping your shit. Like,
Word.
if I'm
That's
the,
too
if
much.
no, whoa, here's the thing. If I'm demanding you to be a good woman, to cook and clean for me and be my piece, it's my job to take care of you.
Yeah.
It's my, like, you shouldn't have to pay for shit.
Why should
I even
put you in
pay
a
for shit.
position either?
I even pay for shit I don't want to pay, like fucking vapes. I hate that stupid shit. I even pay for that shit. You know what I mean? So it's just like I have high standards for men. I have high standards for women. Anyways,
Okay, Kim, can you answer the question? Would you rather a guy that's loyal making 50K or that Chad Tyrone making 100?
The one making 100.
the one making 100.
Yeah, she wants
Okay.
that 250.
Yeah. What about you?
Loyal.
Loyal. Okay. And that's cool. I respect that because you know I look. I have a guy named Josh. He's a really good friend of the shows,
Yeah.
and he says it all the time that a really high value man, okay, not the guys that most women are talking to, a real high value man, he doesn't care to cheat. Like he's not gonna want to cheat. He's gonna want to be with that one woman because he loves her. But typically those guys are older, like we stated earlier. So yeah, I do agree with you guys on that end. Any other ones, bro? Go ahead.
Yeah, Daniel said, if a girl got a little stomach and is thick but goes to the gym daily and eats right, would you say she's still fat and doing something wrong and needs to change?
I don't think that Daniel, shout out to you. I don't think that like you know that
That's-
people say that like you're born big boned. I don't think that's a thing, and it's actually scientifically proven that it's not a
bro.
thing.
If you're working out and your nutrition is correct, bro, you're not gonna be fat, bro.
There's no way that
The
if
fuck
you're
you
going to
talking
the
about?
gym
You're not gonna be fat for
consistently,
long.
right?
Yeah.
Consistently, that's a key word. You can't take a month off or 2 months off and think that you're gonna stay in shape. If you're going to the gym consistently, you're dieting well, you're sleeping well, taking care of yourself, you're not gonna be fat for long.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter like how big you are. If Lizzo went to the gym for a whole year straight and literally followed a good regimen and she was very like consistent about it, she would lose a shit ton of weight.
Yeah.
She would
Look
look
at all
better.
these actors. They get fat and then they get skinny for the next role, and they go back fat and then get skinny again.
Yeah, people do that all the time actually.
And most of these fat girls that go to the gym, bro, they sit there for 20 minutes and not really do shit. They're recording. Oh, look, I'm at the gym. I'm trying. You're not,
Yeah.
bitch. You're not.
Shout out to you, Danny. That was a good question.
Uh,
But I don't believe that people are born fat or just have like these fat genes in them that make them fat. Like I think everybody has the power to control their body. And you know, it's proven. But go ahead. Next one.
Kish said he'll super chat 25 for a call-in.
Cool. Yeah, go ahead and do it, bro. And then we'll do a call in with the ladies. We've had them here for a while now, so we're gonna get ready to close out. So go ahead and super chat. Any other super chats?
Nope.
Okay.
Shit.
While we do that, Kish, we're gonna go ahead and go around the table real quick. Give me your thoughts on the show, and then a question for the guys on the panel.
I had a fun question for the guys. What do you? Well, can I go last?
Okay, cool. All right.
I don't know.
What about you? Your thoughts on the show, and then a question for the guys on the panel. It could be any question. Go ahead.
And girls, think about the questions when we come
Yeah.
around.
I really liked you, by the way. Thank you for coming through. Like
Thank
you
you.
were very refreshing.
Yeah.
This whole panel actually. This whole panel was very refreshing. The guys know what we've been through the last week. It's been crazy.
There hasn't been a
Um,
girl that we haven't kicked off, or hasn't been a fight in here.
Yeah.
some
So
bullshit.
shout out to you guys. You ladies were very, very amazing. Okay. Thoughts on the show, and then a question for us. It could be any question. I don't really care what it is.
It was a really cool experience. You guys are doing something really cool. It's cool and listening to other people's point of view.
Yeah.
I don't really have a question for you.
No
guys.
question.
Okay,
No
this is what we do. We'll ask you like what's your thoughts are on the show, and then when we come back, we'll ask you the question.
Okay. What about you? Thoughts on the show?
This shit was trash. No, I'm just kidding. Thanks for having me here. Great opportunity. Now you guys are dope. You know, sometimes my bum little heads, but I do feel like you are providing a space for everyone to. Damn, my words are like. You are providing a space for us, you know, to still feel comfortable, and I feel like you guys are definitely adding. How do I say? Value to. Damn, I can't get my words out. But yeah, like I just feel like you guys are good. Maybe just work on, you know, getting crazy sometimes. Like even with her.
Say what?
You know.
You think I was crazy with her?
Just a little,
Yeah.
like I don't know, like you tell us not to get defensive, but you can get defensive too.
Okay.
But like you're dope, you know.
You can't say that and then to be like, but you're dope.
No, you're dope.
You know
like,
what I mean?
Everyone here is dope. Like we
Yeah.
all have our own opinions, you know.
My thing is, you also have to understand from my perspective, and again, I said this earlier, that women rarely sit here and look at a guy's perspective. You're only going off your feelings, your emotions. It's my show, right? We run this. I have to make sure that people that are paying good money get their super chats read. I have to make sure that it's entertaining because we continually had 85 plus people watching us.
Yeah,
you know,
shout out to the fucking show for that.
you know, so also you guys have to understand, like, if I sit here and let any of you guys talk for more than 2-3 minutes, like, it gets very boring.
Mhm.
Yo, we had a girl's mom cry because we only
Yes.
let one girl talk.
I had a girl.
Kid you not.
After the show, her mom was literally crying right here.
Yeah, her
She
mom
was like,
came to watch.
She was like, yeah, my daughter didn't speak enough. I'm like, hey, listen, it's my job to make sure that like everyone's speaking, right? And sometimes she'll have a good point, and sometimes she'll have a good point, and we'll go back to her, and it looks like we're only letting both of you guys talk. But in reality, everyone gets a chance to talk. My situation with her is, you're not gonna sit here and come on my show and tell me which direction we're going in, what we're gonna talk about, and that goes for anybody. Now, if you want to do that, you can start your own show. You know what I mean? And I'll be more than happy to go to your show and show you love and support. But this is my show, and I like to run it the way I like to do it. And I'm also I like to think that I'm pretty fair. So but I will say that I'll take your constructive criticism, and you know I have some stuff to work on. I'm not saying I'm a perfect 10. I absolutely know I have a lot to work on. Yeah. So did he super chat that, bro?
No, he was saying he'll super chat for the girl to call her friend or something like that.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
see what you're saying. Okay, cool. Yeah, you know what? We could do that. We can go ahead and do that. Yeah.
I want to see.
Okay,
what
that was
happens.
thoughts on you. So that was your thought. I appreciate that, by the way. Thanks for being unfiltered.
Entertaining. Keep
Yeah.
doing you.
Yeah, no,
Not
I
perfect.
really appreciate that. I appreciate your honesty too. Thank you so much. What about you? Thoughts on the show, and then any questions that you may have for the guys?
I think the show's nice. You guys usually talk about the same stuff,
Yeah.
so maybe changing some stuff wouldn't.
Yeah, I
Like
made
some
sure I told the
topics-
chat that today. Because here's
Yeah.
the thing, you also have to understand that, again, people are paying money to super chat.
No,
I
yeah,
can't
of
sit
course, you
here
gotta
and say,
understand
hey, Dr. Kish, you just donated $10. Fuck your question. Blah blah blah.
Yeah,
You
we
know what
already
I
asked
mean?
that last
no,
week.
of course. I
So-
understand.
So
that.
I can't control what they ask, but I can also tell them, hey guys, switch it up.
Yeah, the
you know?
direction of the show is really from the chat
Yeah,
Mhm.
because
that's-
they're super chatting and then they want us to be the voice for what they're
Yes.
saying.
when I started this podcast, I mainly wanted it to be us connecting with the chat,
Mhm.
because you have a lot of podcasts out here that they just worry about money. We used to work with one of the biggest actually podcasts in Miami, which is Fresh and Fit. Okay, and when I was out there, I saw a lot of shit that I didn't really appreciate. They're more money driven. It's all about what can they do for us,
Yep.
opposed to what can we do for them. Which is why I said, we just started. If we hit 50K by June 10th, I'll go to my bank account, withdraw that 15K. I'll throw a party. I'll fly people out here.
We out.
You know what I
And
mean?
We're
How
also
to get
doing
the
the
invite.
cruise.
Yeah,
like-
I don't know any other podcast doing that out here, and we're just starting. So my thing is, we love the chat. Without them, we wouldn't be here. You know, so yes, I understand they have to switch it up. Some of these guys, they've never seen you before, so they may say, well, I remember what I asked that one girl. I want to know what she thinks or what she thinks, you know. So we understand, and we're working on it. But yeah,
the show has potential. I could see you guys, progressing. I see that in your futures.
I appreciate
thank
that.
you.
Thank you, ladies, so much. I mean, obviously, without you guys, it wouldn't be a show either. So shout out to you guys. Question that you have for the panel.
I'll go. I mean, where do you guys see yourself 5 years from now?
Good question.
Final shit. 5 years from now, definitely a multi-millionaire. I'm done working. I might keep trading forex, but besides that, my businesses, I'll have people running them for me. I'll be straight. The podcast, I do want to keep going with the podcast. See where we could go. Try to travel with the podcast. Maybe go to Dubai, Canada, Mexico, all these different countries, different perspectives that we could hear from people.
For me, 5 years from now, definitely money is a big thing for me. I make good money now, but I want to hit the millions. I want to go back to Baltimore and build like a group home or like a youth facility for like kids that were homeless like me. I also want to start like collaborating with more YouTube channels because there's a lot of other bigger YouTube channels out there, like whatever podcast that we're actually in contact with them now. They're from Cali. Shout out to them. And yeah, I just want to be able to give some type of value back to anybody that watches us. What about you, Anwar?
Obviously, I want to be a millionaire. I want to have a lot of real estate, a lot of different streams of income. I also want to have like a car collection, have like a museum for it. Honestly,
cool. That was a really good question. Yeah, good question. And a lot can happen in 5 years.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Ideas might change.
Okay. So what happened with Kish, bro?
No, he didn't. He never.
Okay. Yeah.
And we have one more super chat.
Cool. What's the super chat?
Daniel said, I'm asking because my sister has a health condition and she still got a little stomach and can't get rid of it no matter what she do.
Yeah. Yo, DM me, bro. Go ahead and DM me. My Instagram is @RealEricTheGreat.
I promise you we'll change that.
Yeah,
we had
bro.
a boy that had a stomach
we'll
condition,
talk about that.
and he's literally in the
As
best
a matter of
shape his
fact, bro,
life.
I know for a fact we can change that because I've seen someone do it.
Yeah, literally one of our closest boys down here.
Yeah, and I'm not downplaying whatever your sister has, bro. Like I would never do that because I don't know the details, but I will say that with the right diet and taking care of yourself, you can pretty much do anything with your body.
We had a boy that he was supposed to die. The doctors said he's gonna die, and then he changed his whole diet. He was like, "Fuck that, I'm not dying."
Yeah.
Went vegan. Now he's straight.
Yeah, he was supposed to die. He basically cured himself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he literally went vegan, changed his whole lifestyle, and now here he is, like changing lives.
Exactly.
So shout out to him. And shout out to you, Danny. We appreciate you, man.
Shout out
Become
to
a
you,
member if you haven't already become a member.
Yeah, get a profile picture.
Hey, make sure you DM Real Eric the Great on Instagram.
Any other ones?
Yeah, Repo said, "Lady, don't tell me what questions to ask."
Okay. Do you have a question for us now, Jay?
What's your favorite color?
Red,
orange,
red,
blue.
Okay. Shout out to you.
Do you have a question now?
So obviously you guys talk to people every day. What has been like the biggest thing you've learned from talking to so many people?
Good question.
Go first.
I think the biggest thing I learned was last night. We had a really big person here. She's a big corn star. And I didn't even know how big she was because I typically, for women, like we've had Tonio skits on here, like we've had some people, and I didn't actually know how big some of these corn stars were. Like they're pretty big, right? But they're pretty big to the wrong audience.
Yeah.
Because those guys don't fucking worry me. They're fucking lames who can't get laid. You know what I mean?
Simps.
But they're keyboard warriors. They'll sit here and talk shit to me all day. So what I learned last night was we had someone here that started crying and she wanted to victimize herself. Feel free to go watch the video if you want to. And I basically told her, like, I've been in your shoes. I was homeless. I was that. And victimizing myself was actually the worst thing I could do, because what it does is it puts you in a mentality where you're like, oh, woe is me, and my life's unfair, and like I have the worst, and blah 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 blah, like bad luck, etc. But like what you don't understand is you have the power to change your life, right? And when you realize that you have the power to change your life, you can start to actually change your life. She came in here, she was a little bit overweight, and she got the lowest rating, and she felt like we were personally attacking her. And I just said, listen, out of all the girls on the table, you're just the least attractive in my eyes, and his eyes, and his eyes. We all rated her the lowest. She started crying on set, and what I realized is I took it very easy on her because we had such a crazy week where girls were fighting on here, doing all this crazy shit.
Yeah.
We were going viral, and everybody on TikTok, which we went viral on there, they were like, oh, this dude's a jerk, he's just mean, blah blah blah. And I was like, you know what? Maybe they're right. Maybe they're fucking right. I'm going to be nice. So I was super nice to this girl. You know what she did? She was actually the worst one of them all.
Yeah.
She goes
that's
online.
Crazy.
She goes online and starts lying. She started fabricating stories, saying that we did this, we did that. All people have to do is watch the video if they want the truth. And yet people don't do that because she has such a big platform that people are just gonna assume what she's saying is right. So what I learned last night was just be yourself. I should have kicked that bitch out. I should have strongly just like
Railed
embarrassed
into
her.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe got some fucking good content out of it. Instead, I was like, you know what? Go ahead and please leave. And
So you didn't even ask her to leave. You said, what did you say?
I think I was like, please get up or something.
He was like,
that.
yeah, if you're uncomfortable, can you please go?
I was like, listen, if you're
'cause
uncomfortable,
it's making the show bad.
Yeah, because not only that, like, no, you know, like it's bad quality, you know. So I learned last night, it's like, yo, just be yourself. People are gonna love you. People are gonna hate you. The people that rock with you, you rock with them. The people that hate you, fuck them. So that's what I learned last night.
I go ahead and answer. I have a lot to work on. That's what I've learned from being in this podcast.
Yeah.
I'm, you know, I guess I'm very successful for my age. So
yeah, he's only 20, guys.
Yeah, so I came down here, I guess, with like a lot of ego, a lot of pride. I'm always thinking, oh, I'm the hardest worker. Like no one can outwork me. And then I got motherfuckers like Eric just fucking grinding all day. I'm like, shit, what the fuck am I doing? You know, I own 2 companies, but it's like, shit, nah, Eric's still doing more than me.
Yeah.
He's more articulate than me. He has more knowledge than me. I'm like, shit, I can really build myself up more. So that's what I've learned. Yeah.
And it's really important too as a man to like understand your current position and understand that doesn't have to be your ultimate position, because I the same way he speaks about me, I speak about my boy Josh. If he was here, you guys would understand what I'm talking about. Hopefully you guys come back and you guys get to meet him. But yeah, shout out to him. He's 20 years old. When I was 20, I was still in prison. So he's way above me. You know what I mean? When 5 years from now, he could really be a multimillionaire if he really wants to. Maybe not even that long. What about you? I think you were the last one. Did you have a question for us? Oh no,
she did give us a question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which one of you guys didn't give us a question?
No, it was just them two.
Okay, cool. All right. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the chat too. Do we have any last super chats?
Yeah, Captain asks, ladies, where do you see yourselves in 5 years?
Okay. What about you, ladies? What do you see yourself in 5 years? You're gonna be 30.
You don't gotta remind me. So I see myself as a dental hygienist. I'm gonna continue my studies. I don't want to just be a dental assistant. I just had to, you know, take that route, the quick route in a sense, because I do have kids. I need to make money now, not later. But I see myself as a dental hygienist. I do want my own home, and you know,
shout out to you.
Just being able to provide for my kids and whatever they want to do with their lives.
Yeah. My one advice to you would be this. It's really, I said this earlier, it's really hard to be a woman because, like, again, your value, your currency, right? Beauty and youth. You can't control if you get older. Everybody fucking gets older, right? The problem is men are looked at as like better when they grow older because that's not our value, right? That's not our currency. So that sucks. You kind of have to get it while you can, while you're young. Most women spend their 20s fucking around, right? Yeah. My thing for you, you have kids, is I get it. I'm not saying like give up on your job or anything like that, but just really do try to find a guy that is a good match for you, because you already have so many things against you having kids, and most men don't want that. So if you find a good guy, you know, if there's some things that you like would normally be non-negotiables for you, maybe like consider compromising on those. You know what I mean?
No,
but there are some really good men out there, guys. They just may not be the men you're looking for.
Yeah.
All right, cool. What about you? What do you see yourself in 5 years?
I want to be a flight attendant. This year is like my biggest goal, to be a flight attendant. I just want to travel, do content, travel.
Lucky for you, they're hiring like shit.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Shout out to you.
Yeah, I definitely see myself having kids, getting married, and getting a house.
Okay.
I just don't know where. I just know I want to explore.
Well, hopefully you fly somewhere where a guy will sweep you off your feet and you'll be like, yes, daddy, I'll be submissive for you. And yes, you can control me. I don't care. I'll give him my Instagram. I'll give him my boyfriends, my guy friends, etc.
Word.
I'm telling you, ladies, being submissive, although society tells you that it's the wrong thing to do, it's the most attractive thing you can do. There's a reason why when lions go up to female lions, they are like going down. You know what I mean? They're submitting to that lion. They're like, they don't want no problems. You know, it's like, on the other hand, if a female lion's attacking a guy lion, like, he's gonna have to put it down. You know what I mean? But what about you? 5 years from now?
Hopefully, I can open up my vintage store, so like where I can have my clothes. And
you really making money like that on that?
Yeah,
that's crazy, man. We got to talk after this because that's crazy.
Nah, I know people that do that. They make
that's
bread.
Fucking crazy. I would say this: you're young, 5 years from now, like yo, you could do anything.
Facts.
Shout out to you. You have a really good mentality.
And you could probably get that 250K guy.
Oh yeah, she can get that right now if she wanted to. You just gotta
Word.
look for the right ones. And it's not hard here in Miami because
For
people
sure.
do make money here. What about you?
What would the right one be?
Well, that's up to her. You know what I mean?
I would be finishing up grad school, getting
What is your
into
major?
my occupation. I'm a psych major.
And how old would you be?
When I finish grad school,
Oh
I'm not-
God.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Damn it. It's always the psych majors.
Psych majors
bruh.
come on here and they always say the wildest
Psych
shit.
majors are the best. Shout out.
Shout out
Yeah.
to the easiest major site.
Yeah.
Are you a liberal by any chance?
Yeah. I'm pretty
Ha.
liberal.
Oh, we couldn't tell at all. Yeah.
Right? I'm not making it
Yeah,
obvious.
we couldn't tell at all. Shout out to you though. You came on here. You had a really good personality.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You know, it's okay. I've always tell people that I always learn more from the people I disagree with. If we all came on here and agreed on the same shit, this shit would be boring. There wouldn't be 85 people watching
It's
us.
about a conversation.
Exactly. You get to hear other people's perspectives.
Yeah, my advice to you would be take time to look at like the men around you. Take time to look at their lives and the shit that they struggle with, because a lot of times we don't do that. And maybe then you can kind of start to see like, you know what, that fucking weird dude at the podcast was actually right, you know?
No, yeah, I'm thankful for you guys giving the men's perspective because it is hard as a woman to see that. I think it's you just gotta meet in the middle a little bit, but
Yeah.
I do appreciate what you guys are doing.
Yeah. And I'll be honest too, like if I was nicer, women would come on here and be like, yeah, but that's not who I am.
Yeah.
You know, I can't sit here and be fake to you guys. And because with women, what I've learned is it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Right. Now, with my boys, I can tell them whatever the fuck I want. And I'm literally say it directly, and they're like, okay, cool, yeah, I get that. Or if they don't agree, yo, I actually don't really fuck with that. With women, however, we always have to fucking sugarcoat it, and you know, even with girls, like you have to be really nice, and so that's I think where we kind of clash a lot. But other than that, man, I think we're pretty much very alike. So shout out to you, ladies. Shout out to the chat. Any other super chats?
Nope.
Okay, so we're gonna do like our final tradition. Out of us three,
Oh God,
me, Alwar, and Eric. Fuck Mary.
This is, you know, this game is so unfair because at the
He
end,
doesn't talk. He's gonna get.
by the end of the,
Yeah,
exactly. Yo, you know what's funny? She's the first girl to admit that. But because he's so nice compared to me, like I'm always hated at the end of the show. I don't mind it. But okay, cool. Let's play. Is it fuck? What is it called? Fuck, marry, kill.
Yeah.
So pick one of us to fuck, one of us to marry, and one of us to kill. We'll start off with you. Go ahead.
Come on, kill it,
I'll
Alwar.
probably marry him.
So marry him. Okay.
Yeah.
He's Muslim. You have to
Probably
stay now.
fuck and then kill.
Oh no, that's
Just
a
because
surprise.
you were like about to kick me out
Yeah,
so quick. You
yeah,
know,
so
gotta
shout
have
out
a
to
little
me, yeah.
patience.
All right.
You
What
know,
about
okay,
you?
perfect.
Go ahead.
Shit. I would probably.
Get out your way.
Yeah, go ahead.
say-
It's not that hard, girl.
It's not, but
She's like,
Okay.
it's not, but I'm gonna make it hard,
fuck,
nigga.
marry,
Uh-huh.
and kill. I'm
That's very interesting. Let me
That's
ask
the
you
first
that.
time.
Let me ask you a question. Why would you choose to marry me? Like I'm an asshole. Why?
Damn, I guess I go for assholes. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. What I
Women like
typically
guys that spit on
what I've learned typically is that men actually like guys that are assholes. And the reason why is because whether you like to admit it or not, it's like I would be honest, and I think my boys would agree, like I'm probably the most marriageable material between all three of us. Right?
Oh fuck yeah.
Like I'm good financially. I know what I'm doing. I have my career going. And it's like I'm also a good dude to like the girl that I'm talking to.
You're also older.
Yeah, and I'm older. You know what I mean? So it's like, but it's not just that. It's like I think sometimes the way that I am, it comes across wrong. But in reality, like if you knew me, you'd be like, damn, that dude's very super caring. Like, trust me, you have no idea. But shout out to you. Fuck, marry, kill.
Fuck, marry, kill.
Do that again, but speaking to the mic, cause.
Fuck, marry, kill.
Okay, so fuck, marry, kill. Okay, what about you?
I would say fuck, marry, kill.
Okay, shout out to me. I'm dead twice, guys. I'm dead twice. Shout out to the ladies. This was definitely the best panel for a fucking while. We appreciate you guys coming. You guys were all amazing. Shout out to the chat. The chat was also phenomenal. Yeah. We wanted to do that call in, man. But yeah, hopefully you guys decide to come back. You know, it was a good show. We'll see you guys tomorrow for the nighttime show, man. Have a good night. Peace.